Oh,
Well, it's Tuesday and not Thursday because Jerry is going to Rocklahoma, bitches. He's gonna
yeah.
go rock with his cock out with our
Go
buddy
see
Andy
Five Finger
Rodriguez.
Death Punch. Yeah.
Oh, just threw up in my mouth. Five finger donkey punch. Get that shit right. Oh my
They're
God.
actually decent live, I think.
I saw them with Metallica. It was horrible.
You need a good bathroom break band every now and then. So,
Well, you're gonna take Saturday off and not see any new bands.
well, probably. I don't know. We haven't decided. I haven't talked to Andy yet about it. I'm just,
I would go
I'm
see
happy
bands.
somebody's picking me up at the airport. That's all.
Yeah.
I remember when you picked me up at the airport, we got lost. Where are you at? Where are you at?
I might see guys walking by through the glass door. I'm like, dude, I'm right here. The door you just fucking passed. Go back to it. That's where I'm
That
at.
Back
airport is
up.
confusing.
Up.
There's two pickup zones, one in the down, one in the up, one
The
down,
white
one
zone is for immediate
loading.
park unloading and loading of passengers
All
only.
right. Well, let's get in the introduce the guest and let Joseph say what we're doing.
Our first guest wearing the Journey Def Leppard shirt is Mark Allen. I'm just kidding. He's a host. But
He goes here.
Joseph Staub, what's up, man? What's up, my brother? Just
Cheers,
released an
everyone.
awesome
Tuesday night.
episode of Heavy Water 77 Pieces of Eight. Great album. Check it out. Tim Wraznick. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing great. I'm still on this side of the earth, so everything is kicking.
That's
All right.
so, Joseph, you want to
Yes,
do a
sir.
pop-up show? We had no idea what we were doing until like 5 minutes ago. So what is it?
All right. So I had this idea. I've been kind of wanting to do this for a while, but I really like it as an off the cuff kind of thing. Just because, I mean, all the albums that we're going to talk about, each of us could probably just talk about by heart at this point. And so I wanted to do 11 albums that sort of inspired our music tastes, whether that be albums that we first heard as a kid and what was got us into music, or albums that we heard later that kind of changed our musical landscape. So those are kind of what we're going to talk about tonight, after the BS, of course, but just 11 albums that really shaped who we are today as music fans.
Interesting.
Nice. And I made some quick BS, like on the fly, really quick. I hope these BS subjects are cool. I did have one like 4 days ago because I thought it was cool, but we got David Ellefson reacts to Megadeth's farewell, uh, expresses disappointment over being left out. I'm a founding member, god damn it.
I
What do you
saw
think
that.
about that,
Then
guys?
he should
You
have
should
kept it
be
in his
pissed
pants.
off. Yeah, keep your hand out of your pants and let him come back. Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
Shake your money
He
maker.
should be welcome back for a few shows, I think.
I think he should. They should bring out special guest. David, come play
Yeah.
your famous MTV bass line.
Right. There you go. Perfect.
Boom, boom,
oh, if
boom.
that's the case, they should bring back Chris Poland and they should bring back, I mean, what the fuck? When's it
Yeah.
stop?
Or they can't bring back Gar.
They should bring him back so he can play the acoustic part of Peace Sells.
They can't bring back two drummers, both dead. That sucks, man. But what do you think about that, Joseph?
Yeah, I mean, of course he's gonna bitch because he was the after Dave the longest serving member of Megadeth. To be fair, he wouldn't have been back in the band from 2010 to 2022 if it weren't for the Big Four tour. Because they
Yeah.
basically told Dave Mustaine that he had to bring somebody back, or otherwise they wouldn't be invited on the tour. And so that's the only reason he was back in the first place. So
That is true.
he's lucky he was even ever got that paycheck again. He could have been gone forever.
Yeah.
Tim.
You know,
Okay. If
real
you're
simple. If you'd stop jerking your gherkin on video, you wouldn't have had a problem to start with. So
you're jerking.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's true, man. I'm just feeling bad. Like last show, just bring them up. Bring them up. Last show, just say thank you, David. They say they're fine now. They said they're okay with each other, but I don't know, man. Dave gets a bug up his ass and he doesn't let things go,
Big time.
They were okay.
He's the
Also-
master of
Also,
He's
if
the
he
They were
master
brings
okay
of
with
bug
each other.
ass.
He'd be back in the band.
if he brings Ellefson back, he has to pay him. That's what it is. He
Ah,
doesn't.
there you go.
He has to pay him more than he has to pay Joe Schmo off the street,
Right.
whatever his name is, Lomenzo.
Yeah, true. I like Lomenzo though, and But let's get to some movie news. Frank Price, the former Columbia Pictures chairman who took a gamble on Ghostbusters in 1983, greenlighting the paranormal comedy that went on to become a global phenomenon, has passed away at 95. Beyond Ghostbusters, Price's illustrious career helped bring to life cinematic classics including Back to the Future, Gandhi, Kramer versus Kramer, The Karate Kid, Boys in the Hood, and A League of Their Own, and more. Jerry.
Good movies there, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 95 again, man. If I can make it to 95, I'll be happy. Fuck, man. I mean, it's a good life. Like I said, if you make it in the 90s, especially mid 90s, you should be celebrated.
If I make it to 95, I'll be shocked.
Right? Me too. But yeah, I mean, he made some great movies. The cool thing about these people is there's always stuff we can go back to. Music, movies, anytime we want to, even when they passed. So, thank you for the great movies. I don't know, I never knew what you just told me, but cool.
Well, I
I mean, not
did.
cool, but
If you watch Movies That Made Us, the Back to the Future one, they has an interview with him there. He said he was at Columbia and he was trying to get Back to the Future there, but then he left and went to Universal, and then they came back at him at Universal to get Back to the Future going. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's why I brought him up. Come on, he brought my favorite movie of all time to life. Plus, I love Ghostbusters. I love The Karate Kid. I love Boys. I need to watch Boys in the Hood. I haven't watched that in years. I love that movie. Great movie. And A League of Their Own, man. Come on. There's no crying in baseball.
Yep.
So, Joseph, any thoughts on Frank?
Yeah, that's all. He had a lot of great movies he brought to life. A lot of them that I'm not necessarily a fan of. You know how I feel about 80s movies. But in general, anyone involved in the motion picture business that is fighting like that to help creators and help artists, I'm all for that. I think there's a lot of real assholes in the movie business, like any other business, that just it's all about lining their own pockets. And it sounds like this guy was kind of fighting for some of the people that were creating these movies. So I'm all for that.
James Cameron.
Yeah, what an asshole. What do you think about Frank, Tim?
R.I.P. Had some good movies. Next.
All right, I gotta pick that. I keep forgetting. What the hell? There's a new
Tim's
show.
always there for the
Who's the
cool color
guy?
commentary.
Who's the guy who was the cop in with McLovin? What's that guy actor's name?
Oh, I
The
don't
curly
know.
hair guy.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I know his name.
Oh God. He was in that. Okay, come on. He was with Bill Hader. He was his partner in that movie. Trying to figure out what the hell this thing is called. Well, I'll move on and I'll figure it out later. Rob
Are you trying?
Halford.
Are you trying to think of the movie or the person?
Trying to think of the actor, the
Oh, I
curly
have no
hair
idea.
comedian. He was in Pineapple Express. He was in, dude, we know him, 40-year-old virgin. He was in there too. Okay, let me check that out. But
Seth
I'll
Rogen? No, not Seth Rogen.
not Seth Rogen. It's Rogan. It's a Rogan. I can't figure
Is
out.
it really?
Yeah, Rob Halford looks back on Judas Priest Turbo. When that album came out, everybody wanted to throw it in the bin, Jerry.
And I would throw that in the bin with them. I mean, yeah, I mean, one or two songs on it. Honestly, the only time I've seen them live was during that tour.
Great
Fuck.
tour though. Great tour.
It was a sound. I mean, except for parental guide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean
Yeah, it wasn't.
yeah, great
Go ahead.
tour. Live album from that tour is great too.
I
Okay.
like Locked In. I think that's Locked In is really the only really song I really like from it. Come to think about it.
There's
I have
three
that
songs on
live
that album I
album.
really like.
No.
I love Parental Guidance, man. Yeah.
Ugh.
I like Crazy Nights too. So
No.
Oh
Mm-mm.
my.
Mm-mm.
Well, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think about it, Joseph?
Yeah, like I said, there's three songs I like, and it's the three that they actually kept bringing back into the set. I mean, I like Turbo Lover, I like Locked In, and I like Out in the Cold. That's it. Everything else, and the album that followed it was just as bad.
I'll
Yeah,
ram it down.
yeah, you had Blood
Yeah,
Red Skies. That was about it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Johnny Be Good. Come on, what the fuck?
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh
Oh,
my.
The movie was horrible too, with fucking
yeah.
Anthony Michael Hall and Robert Downey
Mhm.
Jr. Oh, it was horrible. God, I love both those actors, but I go, this is shit. I guess that was when fucking Robert was on a lot of drugs. He didn't pick his roles right.
Yeah. Well, so there's 9 songs on this album, so I like a third of it. But
So-
for a Judas Priest album, that's a pretty low bar.
Do they still do the Green Monolisi live?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Do they?
every now and then, not all the time.
I saw them the 2 times I've seen them. They did it, so
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
I like that one. That's a good live album. You got the nice price on yours, dude. You must have bought that when it came out.
This is the deluxe edition with the bonus tracks on it.
So what do you think about Turbo? Do you agree with Rob? Everybody want to throw it
Blank
in the
index
bin
card. I
too?
didn't have anything.
Yeah, no, I wanted to throw that album in the bin. The only reason I still have the CD is because the sides of the CD on the remasters all make up the logo, so I can't get rid of any.
I would when this came out, I wasn't a Priest fan at that time, so I didn't really. I knew I liked another thing coming, but I never really got into them until I bought the Metalworks.
Well, yeah, you can see
Turbo was
makes the logo back here.
Yeah.
Turbo was a watered down piece of garbage. As far as
I mean, everybody
Might
did
have
it.
been right
Ozzy did it.
front of the line,
Ozzy did it with
throw it
the,
in the bin.
the
To be fair, a lot of people don't want to
Sin.
admit it, but there were signs. If you listen to Defenders, you could hear it coming.
Yeah, you
If you
Not
listen to
that bad.
Defenders
Not
and Fake
that
Evil,
drastic,
well, no, but
though.
you could hear where they were going.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But Defenders
Maybe.
is a way better album. Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
Defenders is a way better album.
What I was gonna, yeah, it's Seth Rogen. He has a show on Apple TV called The Studio, where he's the head of a studio, and they had an episode where they're getting Ice Cube to play the Kool-Aid Man. He's going to be the voice of the Kool-Aid Man, and then his people around him says, the people around him said, the people around him in the studio go, "You can't have a black man do the voice of Kool-Aid. You know that's really racist. You can't do that." And they're like, okay, yeah, you're right. And they start making you have a white cast around the black animated people. You can't do that. So they changed them all black. And they go, wait, that's more racist having black after black. You can't do that. And he goes, oh man, I can't. And then he goes to Ice Cube and he goes, Ice. Yeah, he said, if you're going to say we should stop doing the Kool-Aid Man, I'm kicking you out of here right now because I'm doing that movie. It's not racist. And he goes, okay, everybody's telling me it's racist. You see the inner workings of a studio trying not to offend people. I was laughing my ass off. And then the director says, well, if we're not going to do this, I'm going to have to use AI in a lot of stuff. And they go, do what you need to do. And then they're doing the thing where they have Ice Cube come out saying he's the Kool-Aid Man. He goes, oh yeah. And then the first reporter gets up. So what you're doing is you're going to replace real artists with AI in this movie. And he goes, what? And Ice Cube, what the fuck? Fuck AI, man. He starts going off on him. And then the guy on the side goes, at least they're not saying the movie is racist anymore.
That was
Because AI was a
very long description.
Well, now I don't have to watch the episode because Mark just read the
Exactly.
whole transcript.
I mean, like,
I don't think you guys would watch it anyways, but it's a great series. It's a great series, Ed.
Saves me some time.
That's a great series. All right, man. Paul Stanley says, I was made for loving you is the biggest Kiss song
He's
of all
wrong.
time.
I mean,
It's because he doesn't want to admit that he didn't write the biggest Kiss song of all time. That Peter Criss did.
I agree. Yeah.
What? I don't understand this. Kiss has been around for fucking close
74,
to 50
right?
years.
Yeah, over 50 years. Yeah.
Over 50 years. Everybody knows their real names. Everybody. Why pretend anymore? His name is Stanley Eisen.
Paul Freely.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Criss Cola, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Heinz Witz.
Cheyenne Vates.
Heinz Witz, yeah.
So, I mean, really?
Okay, so
And that's why he made my list last week. One of the biggest assholes on TV.
it was idiots, but yeah, I get that too.
Idiots, whatever.
Same thing.
Joseph liked that because he goes, you just came up. I like that. That's why I just pick something next Tuesday. Then we'll do that. But in other news, Taylor Swift and Kelce got engaged. Who gives a shit? But let's talk about what do you guys think about top potential MLB expansion cities? Charlotte, North Carolina, Mexico City, Mexico, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Nashville, Tennessee, Oakland, California. They couldn't even afford the A's.
They couldn't wait to get the hell out of there.
Portland, Oregon.
Let's do it again.
Portland, Sacramento, California, Salt Lake, Utah, or San Antonio, Texas. Plus, they would have to do a realignment. What do you guys think about that?
Nashville deserves a team. I hope they get one. They really do.
The sad part is, though, it's already at like critical mass. more than 30 baseball teams is too many. Like, that's the thing. To be fair, there's probably a few cities that could deserve to lose a team. Just
True.
put it
Cincinnati.
somewhere else.
Tampa
Yeah.
Bay.
Tampa Bay. I mean, there's so many cities that, I mean, baseball has been built on moving teams around, move a couple around, and it's getting ridiculous. Especially that thing, the realignment that they proposed, or like the mock realignment. I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
it's so stupid. Like, there's so many historical rivalries that you'd be getting rid of. Like, there's
Mhm.
no reason for it. Like, at least with the NFL realignment, they kept most of the rivalries. They
True.
didn't really break that many of them up.
Except for Pittsburgh, all of them were gone.
No.
No, it showed Pittsburgh not in the north anymore.
Well, no. I'm saying when the NFL did the realignment 20 years ago.
Oh, but did you see the new
Well,
one?
no, they're not doing that.
Oh, okay.
That was just some fan fucking around. Like, this is what they should do.
That was horrible.
No, NFL's not going to realign. They already did that 20 years ago.
I wanted to see San Francisco, the Raiders, the Rams, and the Cowboys in the same division. That would fucking rule.
No.
That would rule.
No,
nobody wants the fucking Cardinals. Fucking nobody wants them in their division.
Can you see Pittsburgh
team to beat up on, I guess.
Not playing Baltimore in interdivision play. That's not going to happen.
Dude. Oh,
that is more than
Baltimore.
But specifically the Ravens. The Steelers-Ravens is the biggest current rivalry in football.
They're in talks right now with Dallas for Micah Parsons. If Baltimore gets Micah Parsons, holy shit, dude.
I really won't be watching football this year.
I'm just saying, Micah Parsons was offered the biggest contract in NFL history, and he said no. His agent told Jerry Jones
he wants out of
Dallas.
Well, yeah, because it's a cancerous atmosphere.
It is, yeah.
But the thing is that Jerry has control of him for 3 years. He could just keep him this year and franchise him the next 2 years.
Could say, "Oh, my wrist."
Mm-hmm.
Why not get a couple first-round picks for him? He's not going to, that's what I would do.
It's like we got Juan Jennings, who's a potential third receiver on the Niners, wants top receiver money. It ain't going to happen, brother. Leave.
Bye-bye.
Because you got Ayuk and you got Purcell.
I want top receiver money, but nobody's offering me the contract.
You got Ricky Purcell, who looks like a number 2 right now, dude. He's like kicking ass.
The thing with Micah Parsons is, and it's Jerry Jones is senile. Jerry Jones just likes having power over people. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
If I was running an NFL team, I want volunteers, not hostages. I don't want. If you don't want to, if you literally want to that bad, do not want to be here.
Yeah.
Bye.
The best team is letting the people you hired do all those decisions.
Yes.
The coaches, GM.
No, Jerry's been a GM since he came in.
True.
Yes.
He's out of touch, man. He's just out of touch. It was good for the Cowboys at the beginning, but not anymore.
But the best owners in football are the ones that let their staff do the football stuff, and they worry about the other stuff.
Yeah,
that's why everyone says the Rooney's are the best owners brand.
Well, I think Pittsburgh is the best run organization.
Yeah. Well, Jed York learned that lesson the hard way when he ran Harbaugh out of town, and then he just hired his coach and GM at the same thing. But if they don't build an offensive line in fucking San Francisco, I don't know why
they got some good young ones, man. That played good last year. I'm not worried.
Bottom line with football teams, they are built on offensive lines and defensive lines.
The trenches.
Simple as that. And they're not the most high profile positions in football or the most glamorous or whatever, but they're the ones that win championships.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
True. That's the reason that the steel curtain. The steel curtain.
I think the right tackle is actually one of the
highest. Look at the offensive line they had back then.
Oh, yeah.
John Cole,
Webster.
Webster. I mean, come on. Mm-hmm. Those are 2 Hall of Famers that are playing right next to each other. It didn't get much better than that.
Yep.
No. But that's all the BS I have for us tonight, unless you guys have any more to talk about.
No, I'm good.
All right, let's on with the show, Joseph.
All right, so like I said, we're
Come on, baby, no.
Oh, no. I like that song.
Forgive me while I go barf real quick. Anyway, so like I said, we're gonna be doing 11 albums, not necessarily in any order or anything like that. Just 11 albums that came to our minds in the 15 minutes that I gave everybody. of 11 albums that influenced our musical tastes, that got us where we are here, that we're all on this Zoom together because we all like the same music.
Only 11?
Only 11. Yeah,
This is all. I'm not writing
clearly.
anything down. This is all off the cusp.
I think
Yeah.
Mark was doing a lot of the same
Yeah,
thing.
no
He said.
lists. No.
Yeah, I got my top four already came to my head.
I wrote down some just so I didn't forget them. But,
mine was like, as soon as I read that, it went bing, 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 bing,
Yep.
bing. Okay.
But yeah, so we're gonna start out here with number 11, and we'll start with Tim. Tim, what's your first
All
pick?
right, my number 11 is a band that I first heard in early 70s, their debut album. And I've been a fan ever since, and I thought it was great. And this is another one of my brothers bringing it home and me listening to it, is Steely Dan's Can't Buy a Thrill.
Nice. That is, it's sad that for an album that iconic with that many hits on it, that their career would only get better after that.
Yeah, that was the low end of their.
Yeah. An album that iconic that everyone puts on like the bottom of the list of Steely Dan albums. Alrighty, that's a great one. Jerry, what's your first album?
I'm gonna have to go with Heart, Dog, and Butterfly. Actually,
Nice.
I was
Nice.
fucking
That's
love that
great
album when
album.
it came out. I mean, from 1 to I think it's 8 songs, 9 songs on it. It's fucking just all good music. I mean, it's got my favorite song from them. Mr. Wind is my fucking favorite song by them, and just always loved the sound of Nancy Wilson's acoustic guitar playing. Man, such a nice, tender, emotional player she was. Like I said, man, anybody that could sit there in front of Jimmy Page and play Stairway to Heaven on an island like she was at that Kennedy Awards, fuck, you got to give mad props to her. But yeah, I mean, I just always dug that album. I mean, the title track, Straight On. I mean, loaded with just great songs. Not a
Yeah.
One.
We did a review of that album.
Yeah, good fucking stuff. I was thinking of it. I was thinking of hard albums, and that was the one that probably affected me the most. I did listen to that self-titled one in the '80s a lot because I was young and it was cool. It was all over MTV, and
Still some great stuff on that album.
That's
Yeah,
the album
Nancy
that got
looked-
me into Heart.
Yeah,
That one.
Nancy looked fucking amazing in those videos.
Oh, they both did. They were both hot
Yeah.
as hell
Riding
in
a
those
horse.
videos.
It was good
film.
music, man. It was good pop music, I thought.
You know, they
So,
shrunk Anne in the videos.
yeah, they did. That was
compressed
fucked
her.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. But still, she was still pretty though. Very pretty.
Oh,
looking.
yeah.
Always has been. It was like in the '70s, it was Anne was the hot one, but the '80s, Nancy kind of took over. But yeah,
Yeah.
Heart and Duggerfly, Heart and Butterfly,
Duggar.
Dog and Butterfly, Heart and Butterfly, Dog and Butterfly. Damn it.
Art and Butterfly.
I said dog. I said Heart and Butterfly. Yeah.
All right. Mark, what's your first album?
Yeah, this album totally influenced my like new wave, horn, ska, stuff like that. It got me into like stuff, listening to K-Rock all the time and seeing her videos on local video channels here. It's Oingo Boingo's Only a Lad album. Well, dude, it influenced a lot of my music.
You're right. I'm sorry, dude. You're right. My bad.
Yeah,
I'm
He
sorry.
strikes right off. I mean, right off.
Get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way. Only it's not in particular order. My top 5 will be, but
Yeah.
Oingo Boingo. I love that band to this day. Everybody knows that. And by the way, I got a sucker to come on the episode for us. I mean,
Oh, did you?
a family member. Fucking Travis will be on that episode.
I'll send some
Poor
prayers.
Was
Hey, he was telling me he liked some today. I was like, what?
Travis
Oh, my.
drunk when he agreed to that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I thought you would do it, Tim,
Do
just to bash
we
him.
do we need to do a wellness check? I don't know.
Right.
Holy lad, man. I just love the album cover.
I love it,
Also,
Travis, by the
it's
way.
like with a smiley Boy Scout. I love that fucking album cover. Great artwork, by the way.
All right. Awesome. So my first pick, I am saving one for last. It was the very first album I ever got into. But so to start out, my backstory, I've talked about it a little bit, and actually the reason I talked about it very recently as well. When I was young, my parents were both very into music. I mean, to the point where almost all the concerts I go to, my mom goes to a ton of the concerts I go to. Just very into music. Both my parents, I was raised with music, a lot of classic rock music. My dad has a ton of cassettes, and that we would listen to in the car at our house. And one of the ones that was an album that I just really gravitated towards at a very young age, and it's an album that Jerry and I just reviewed, and that is Styx Pieces of Eight. just an album that from, like I said, from a very young age, I just gravitated towards, started my love for Styx and then classic rock music in general along with that. And so that was just an album that's very important to me. And it's just a phenomenal album. I mean, Jerry and I just talked about it. I know Tim commented on our
Yeah,
video that that's
my
his favorite
favorite
Styx
Styx album.
album.
Yeah.
It's just, it is a phenomenal album. And it was definitely one that kind of got me. It was my first Styx album. So it's the one that got me going. The reason that I wouldn't be here on a Styx channel with Jerry if it weren't for that album. So
Although it's
that's
weird because it's my favorite Styx album, but it's not
Mhm.
my favorite Styx track,
Mm.
which is strange, but
Mhm.
the way it is.
God, there's not
Understandable.
a bad song out there. It's that Oku Oku or whatever.
I like that song. Damn it. I'm the only one that likes that song, I swear.
I said I like it. I just don't like it closing the album.
Yeah, it's in the wrong spot. Maybe it could have started the album. I don't know, or been second track in the middle. Maybe
There's
just
no-
take it off. Yeah,
Great White Hope is pretty good
Yeah.
opener.
just take it
off.
off.
Yeah,
Just take
Great
it off.
White Hope side 1, Blue Collar Man side 2. What else are you gonna do
Well,
opening
they
an
could
album?
just use it for the opening before they walk on stage, like they have before.
Yeah.
That's about
They
it.
could have put it on Kilroy.
Put it
It
on
would
an
have been the
album.
best song on the album, probably.
You're right.
Oh hell no!
You're right.
I like a lot
You
of
are
Kilroy.
right. Yeah, so that Sticks Pieces of Eight, very important album to me. Tim, what is your next album?
My next album is going to be Boston's debut.
Nice.
That's definitely
By
a
far,
honorable
one
mention
of
for
the-
me as well.
The best albums ever made in any genre of music, period. End of story.
Sure.
What else can you say about it? I mean, beyond.
Gonna hit you right.
Yep.
Right.
Great debut. That's definitely an honorable mention for me too. That's an album that I had at a very young age as well. Jerry,
I got
next
into Boston when Third Stage came out. So
great album too.
Yeah.
Underrated album.
yeah,
Great underrated.
we need to
album.
redo that review, Jerry.
I'm gonna agree with Tim and do Boston's debut album. But I talked about it a little more. What a fucking classic album that never, ever, ever sounds dated.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's amazing. I mean, fucking Brad Delp. I've said it a million times. My favorite singer of all time. What a voice! And the cool thing about fucking Boston and their layers they put in the guitar, the layers Tom Schultz puts in it, and the fucking bass lines that he put down on that whole album are amazing, dude.
And
I mean-
Schultz's lead work is just phenomenal for
Mhm.
every track. I mean, every lead and every track fits
Yep.
perfectly.
And fucking in his basement. I mean, come on. He
Yep.
still did the shit in his basement, I believe, up until he stopped doing albums, I think. So, dude, the dude was definitely a fucking. I used to have his Rockman, actually. I don't know what. That's what. You ever have things you've had when you're like younger, you know what the fuck happened to him? That's one thing
Yeah.
I used to have. I can't remember what happened to it. But fuck, man, that debut album, man. I mean, every song you'll hear, not every song, but any one of those songs you hear every day in classic rock radio. I mean, even Let Me Take You Home Tonight. You'll play that one every now and then. I mean, just loaded with great fucking tunes on there, man.
It's one of those albums where it's kind of hard to remember what the actual singles were from the album.
right.
You know, 'cause
I
you
believe it
hear
was a side
it-
one, basically. I think
Pretty
wasn't it?
much.
Yeah.
And
But
rock and roll
fuck,
band.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, like I said, it never gets old. I never get tired of hearing it. Song, you know, people say I heard More Than a Feeling a million times. Fucking hey, play it as much as you can. 'Cause
I'll
I
hear it a
love that
million
fucking
and one
song.
then, you know.
Me too.
Exactly. What a tune. But anyway, that's my pick. I agree with Tim.
I put up some lyrics from Don't Look Back, like the party song, and nobody knew what it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought Jerry would have said something. I was so depressed
he
about
did.
you, Jerry.
Well, dude, I can't respond every 2 minutes, dude.
That wasn't every
You're
2
like, where are
minutes.
you? Where are you, dude? Come on, where are you? I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm sleeping.
I don't do that to you.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
Fuck you.
Oh, well, before the podcast breaks up, Mark, what's your next pick?
All right, man. I'm gonna go alternative with my first picks because I was into alternative. Well, when I get to my top two,
Boingo Boingo wasn't alternative.
they are alternative, but I'm gonna keep going with that. I'm gonna go with Depeche Mode. I'm gonna go with what People Are People. When I first saw that video, I was like, people are people, so watching. I go,
Oh,
they're
you mean
fucking doing a
Doe?
good message, man. I'm like, it's a great fucking song. I love it. And then before that, I think I love the song on Catching Up with Depeche Mode called Spread the Disease. And then that just solidified. Like it, I just love Depeche Mode since then, man. I loved everything they've done. Maybe the last album, not so much, but I love Dave Gahan's voice. I love the band. I love how they evolved. They started putting guitar and drums and stuff in their music and bass. They were just a keyboard band, and they started actually putting instruments where the one keyboard player started playing the drums and the guitar on stage. It was fucking really cool. This band has evolved from an electronic band into a rock band to me, and I fucking love Depeche Mode. And People is my album.
I don't know, man. I've tried and tried and tried. I just never could get into them, dude.
There's a couple songs that I can dig, but just in general, not my thing.
I
Just
But
that,
feel
just
you.
that,
I don't hate it.
just that style of music, I just never was into.
Songs of Faith and Devotion when they started bringing like a guitar in there, like I Feel You and stuff like that. Fucking great shit, man.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like
man, you like it? That's cool, man.
it's
So,
there's bands from that like generation that I really like. I'm a big Duran Duran fan. I'm a big Tears for Fears fan. I love Tears for
Duran
Fears.
Duran might come up on this list.
Um, but like it's weird. And then like REM or who else? I mean, there's a couple other bands that I'm like, okay, I could really dig this stuff. But then there's bands like Oingo Boingo or Depeche Mode or some of the other ones that you've played on your show, Mark.
The
That I'm just like,
Cure, Susie and the
I can't-
Banshees,
I don't hate The Cure. I don't. But that's another one I'm just really not. I've never
Echo and the
what's that
Bunny
one
Man.
band? What's
You
that
hate
one
it.
band that's
Echo
what's
and the
that one-
Bunny Man. I hate it.
What's that one band that sings Under the Milky Way? Who sings
That's
that?
the Church.
The Church, yeah.
I like them.
Under the Milky
Lovin'
Way.
Rockets. I got Travis in the
Ooh,
Lovin'
Lovin'
Rockets, by the way.
Ugh.
I got Travis in the Lovin' Rockets. It's awesome.
Poor
He
Travis.
loves Express. Hey, poor Travis. I could get that kid in the stuff because he has an open mind. I have a
So do
closed
I.
mind. I hate Slayer.
Mark, I'm probably one of the most open-minded people you
Oh,
know.
I know you are, but you're kind of closed-minded to electronic kind of stuff.
I
No,
admit,
I will listen. There's a difference between closed-minded and just I know what I don't like.
Yeah.
And I listen to it.
I admit I'm a first impression guy. If I don't like the first song, it's kind of hard for me to go back and listen to more of them. So.
There were some bands like that, and then later I got it. What the fuck did I miss this band for?
Like the
There's a
Darkness,
couple-
for
there's a
instance.
couple
The
bands that
Darkness, I
that
can't
haven't for me.
stand. I can't stand that fucking lead single from the Darkness in their first album. I can't
I
stand his
believe in a
voice.
thing called love.
But when he sings
Ooh.
normally, it doesn't sound that bad. You know, it doesn't sound like a
I still
fucking
won't
banshee.
listen to
It
them
doesn't
because
sound that bad.
he looks like a weirdo prancing around on
Yes.
stage. If people give Gary
Yeah, but
Sharon
that-
shit, people
Yeah,
give
but
Gary
Mark, how
Sharon
many-
shit, this guy's worse.
How many frontmen did you just describe? A weirdo prancing around on stage.
Yeah, every one of them.
Well,
Anyway,
they
moving
had
on from
the
that.
ones that weirdos prancing around on stage had style, like David Roth, you know.
Yeah, but still. All right, so my next pick, I mean, you all expected this. I'm wearing the damn t-shirt. The first Kicks album. This was one of those cassette tapes.
I do like that
I
one.
mean-
The second one I don't.
Yeah, the second album is not great. This album is phenomenal. It's definitely there's some stuff that's of the time on here. You can tell it's their first album. It's not 100% polished like Blow My Fuse is, but I think this is much more authentic to them than, let's say, some of the more style ish hair metal that they did later on. I think this is a very authentic album. There's a reason that they play so much of this album live when they were still doing concerts, but there's a reason they played so many of these songs live because this was them. When they were first getting together and writing songs, this is what they wrote. And I think this is just one of my favorite rock albums. I can put this on anytime and it's a short album. I can just put it on and just takes me back to being a kid and listening to this on cassette. I mean, spoiler alert for anyone watching this show. I teased it a couple weeks ago. The song I'm going to play to open up my first radio show
Oh, man.
is the song that opens up this album.
Nice.
Because it's just right from the beginning, you hear the air raid siren and you hear atomic bombs, and it's amazing. And this is just in general one of my favorite albums, and this really influenced me to kind of follow some of these other bands that I'll talk about here a little bit. But I mean, I saw this band 10 times. Like, and if I had the opportunity to, I would have seen them more because they were always playing around
They
here when I
never
was a
played
kid.
California. They never
They
played
did once a year, and it was the whiskey, and you hate the whiskey. We've talked about this.
Yeah, the whiskey, because the
Um,
Sunset Strip is so fucking constricted. It's like an
yeah,
hour to get from the beginning of the Sunset Strip to the whiskey. It's
yeah.
horrible.
But no, if my parents started taking me to see Kicks when I was younger, I probably would have seen them like 50 times before they retired.
Yeah.
Like, just that was how beloved they are around here, and it's a shame they're gone. But I'll tell you what, Steve Whiteman's podcast is hilarious. He's having fun in his retirement, and you could tell he was just like, you know what, I'm done. He wasn't one of those guys that's still going to keep going out there on stage and just sounding awful. He knew, because he's a vocal coach. Okay, I'm starting to tell it's starting to the returns aren't coming as easily. So
You don't want to sound like
he
Vince Neil?
no, and thankfully he never did. Thankfully.
Motley Crue won't be on my list, by the way.
Well, to be fair, Vince Neil wasn't half the vocalist Steve Whiteman was in the 80s.
Oh no. No.
No, not even close.
Not even close.
You could hear the cracks on Shout at the Devil.
Just
Yeah.
as a pure singer, Steve Whiteman is one of the greatest singers in rock, in my opinion. And he was able to keep a hold of it. And he trained vocalist Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm
Yeah.
was one of his students. Just great all around guy, from what I hear too. So awesome. All right, Tim, what is your number 9, or your next pick, whatever it's going to be?
Number 9, I'm going back to when I was a kid. And I got to give it up for the creators of the genre, Black Sabbath, Paranoid. First time I heard that album, I was like, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
War Pigs and Paranoid, and I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, in whatever 1970, the late 1970, I guess, nobody else sounded like that. Like that.
Nope.
And if anyone tries to, oh, this band invented heavy metal, this band invented heavy metal, no, they didn't.
Nope. Blue Cheer, no.
Yeah, nothing sounded like that at all. So, yeah, just completely agree.
That's what drew me in, was nobody sounded like them. Nobody.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Alrighty.
It was, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It's
like a musical cornucopia.
Hey, they did a song about cornucopia. Good one.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome. Jerry, what is your next pick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Styx album too, but it's not, even though The Grand Illusion is my favorite, it was actually Paradise Theater was the one that got me into Styx, I think. I've said it before, I used to go to my sister's apartment. She had that album on vinyl. I used to play it all the time. Just used to be so just like interested in the gatefold and the B side, how it looked, how they packaged the album. I thought was really cool, and the songs off it. I requested songs off that album all day on radio back then when I was in Cincinnati. I mean, Rockin' in Paradise, Too Much Time, Snowblind, holy shit. Half Penny, Two Penny. I mean, what am I forgetting? Best of Times. I don't really care for Nothing Ever Goes as Planned or She Cares, really. They're okay. They're not my favorite, but
Lonely People.
She Cares.
Lonely People's all right.
Lonely People rules.
I like that one.
Yeah. But holy shit, the hits on that album, man, are fucking fantastic. And the not so big hits, Snowblind and Half Penny, Two Penny, were just still killer tunes, man.
I wish James would like sing those songs.
You and me both, bro.
Ain't gonna happen.
What I always loved about Styx, always, is their backing vocals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
They're
great.
absolutely, they're almost operatic.
Yeah.
But they're not.
You talk about harmonizing the backing vocals.
Yeah.
I just saw a band on Sunday called Toto. They have 4 amazing singers in that fucking band. A young keyboard player, the old keyboard player, the fucking guy on the fucking congas, and fucking Luthiker, and the guy who, I forgot the guy, he's in it from 86. Went, oh my God, they sounded like a studio. The way they fucking sang. I was like, I kept telling my girlfriend, this is live. This is fucking real.
Yeah.
this is fucking amazing. And I'm gonna go do a deep dive in Toto now because of that. White Sister, I never heard that song before. Fucking amazing. I just had to get there. Sorry.
Yeah, no, the first couple
My
Toto
biggest
albums,
issue with Christopher Cross is his voice cracked a lot.
He sounded okay. I put up some videos by him. He sounded okay.
I haven't watched it, but I did see him. Yeah,
Yeah.
his voice. I mean, he's what, fucking 70 something, but
74.
he had a couple. I was gonna say wardrobe malfunctions.
You know what I
but
like?
Hey,
You know
thank
what
God he didn't have those technical issues.
You know what I liked about Christopher Cross? He had 3 background singers doing the heavy lifting for him.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
so he's pulling a
fucking-
David Lee Roth. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Colin Hay
we
now,
all done
Men
the
at
same
Work.
thing. So
Fucking Men at Work was incredible, dude.
And
They fucking-
it was funny when Christopher Cross says, "Hey, Michael McDonald was on this song, but he ain't here, so you guys got to do the Michael McDonald parts." I was like,
I forgot that Men at Work sang Be Good Johnny. I forgot they sang that song.
at the end of the show. I
Yeah,
thought
at the
they
end
were
of the
going to end
show,
with
yeah.
Down Under. They ended
Yeah.
with Be Good Johnny. I go,
Yeah.
I get it because it's faster, but I thought they would end with Who Can It Be Now
Yeah.
or Down Under. They ended with
fucking-
Be Good Johnny.
yeah. Colin Hay is fucking awesome, dude.
Oh, dude, he came
Yeah.
out there and sang Africa, one part of Africa. That was awesome.
Oh, he didn't do that with us.
Oh, he
Fucker.
did that. He did that, and his background singers, everybody was there. Christopher Cross singing, and they even had one of the original members of Toto, Page, come out and sing part of Africa.
Well, I did leave a couple songs before I get to see him do Africa, so maybe they didn't. I just didn't see it.
Oh,
so.
you left?
Yeah.
You're one of those people?
No, I'm not. I just had things to do the next day, and I beat the fucking traffic. And
Yeah,
get
you're
home,
one of
dude.
those people who want to beat the traffic. Yeah.
With fucking,
Yeah, whatever.
priorities
You're
and things I have to
retired,
do in
dude.
my
You're-
life. Yeah.
You just
Anyway, before the podcast breaks up again,
No,
Again.
I was laughing
Mark,
at people
what
at the
is your
show
next
that were,
pick?
I was laughing at people leaving early. So before
I usually
Africa
don't, but this time I
and
did.
Hold the Line came on. Did you see Hold the Line?
Yes, I did. That's when we left, actually, during Hold the Line, actually.
Ah, fucking idiot. All right. Now, my number 9, right?
Yes, Mark.
I love this band. I'm gonna pick the self-titled Duran Duran album. I was in this band from the beginning. I love
Talk about the wedding album?
Is there something
No,
I
that
should
one?
know?
The first self-titled one.
Duran 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 Duran. The wedding
There,
album.
there are 2 self-titled
There are 2.
albums.
I'm talking about the
okay.
first. With
The
If
one
There's
from
Something I Should
1980.
Use
Know.
me, Mark. Jeez.
Girls on Film.
Girls
Oh,
on
sucks.
film.
Night Boat is one of my favorite songs on
that
that album,
song
man.
fucking sucks.
You know what, Tim?
I love that
Girls
song.
on film. Who
I love that
fucking
song.
cares?
Night Boat, fucking great song. If There's Something I Should Know, which came on later. It wasn't.
They
like on the
re-recorded it
They re-recorded
later.
it because it wasn't on the album. It was like a single, and they put it on the album later for remaster. And it's a great fucking album. I love Duran Duran, and fucking one of the best videos on HBO back then with the naked chicks.
The night version, they call
The
it.
night version, yeah, I fucking love Duran Duran. Let me see. When I picked a favorite band, they were my first favorite band, but I went back and changed it later. They are my first favorite band, and then I got another favorite band that'll come up later, and then my all-time favorite band will come up later. So there you go. But they aren't number 1.
Awesome. So my next pick, so far I picked some classic rock stuff, but another big influence on me growing up was some 70s, mainly 70s, but also a little bit of 80s, but mostly 70s poppier mainstream stuff. So I listened to a lot of Barry Manilow, The Carpenters, Bette Midler. But that's not what I'm picking. So Mark, that CD that you like to hold up, can you hold that up for me, please?
Do I have it or did I throw it away?
Did you throw it away again?
I don't think I did. Oh, wait, here it is.
If it's still there, hold it
You
up.
just
for us,
listen to it.
please.
Just admit it.
ABBA.
That CD right there, ABBA Gold.
It's on the floor now.
My mom got that from Walmart when I was like 3 or 4, and we listened to it all the time. And
It's
to the point, we listened to it so much that I am now on my 3rd copy of that CD. We wore out 2 of a CD, not even like a cassette. We wore out 2 copies of the CD. It's resilient, Mark. It's
It is.
resilient.
I tried to scratch it and fuck it up. It ain't
Trying to
working.
destroy the CD and it won't let you.
Respect the physical media. You always
Yes,
say
Mark.
that.
I don't have to respect this, but whatever.
You
I'm throwing it
should.
over there.
It's ABBA. You should respect it. That album just blew my mind as far as like pop music and good pop music, because we're talking early 2000s. Nothing good was coming out in pop music in the early 2000s. And so when I first heard that, when I heard stuff like the Bee Gees, or I heard Barry Manilow, the Carpenters, it changed the way I thought about what could be pop music, because
Okay.
nothing like that was happening at the time. And so that album opened me up to so much other stuff. So that ABBA Greatest Hits album was really influential. Just in general, a bunch of greatest hits albums. Like my family was a greatest hits family. We
Yeah,
had
I
so many
was too
greatest
growing up.
hits.
Yeah.
The Red Journey greatest hits album,
Yeah.
Best of Kansas,
Foreigner,
yeah,
the
Foreigner
one, yeah.
Records,
Records,
Eagles
yeah.
with the blue one with the
Kansas,
skull.
Kansas.
Yeah, Best of Kansas. The Eagles one with the skull on the front.
Yeah.
Like so many albums like that just really helped me deep dive in all these different bands. So ABBA Gold was just one of those that we just listened to so much. What is your next pick, Tim?
My next pick, I want to get out of the 70s, but I can't.
It's hard sometimes. It's a great decade.
But I got to go with this one because it just blew my mind when I heard it. Nazareth, Hair of the Dog.
I like that album.
2 thumbs up from Joe.
I mean,
That is another one that would be.
Dan McCaffrey's vocals, that's how a rock and roll singer should sound right there.
Yeah.
Hey, late to the table, but better
messing with
better
the-
late than never. Better late than never.
Well,
I guess.
Nate than Lever, what?
Yeah. Better late than never, I guess. So,
But I would be totally remiss if I did not put that on my list,
Mm-hmm.
even though I would like to get out of the decade and go into the 80s.
There's quite a few 70s albums that I still have coming
Yeah,
up on
me
my
too.
list.
That's why I'm like, I can't not pick
No,
this.
and it no matter what anyone says, the 70s is the greatest decade for everything. Music, TV, movies, everything.
Sex.
Nothing ever topped the 70s. I don't know about that. I wasn't alive.
Neither was I, but I heard it was a great
I was,
time
and you're
for
right.
sex. But okay,
I was
go
just
ahead.
saying, Nazareth was one of those bands that's definitely an honorable mention on my list. That was one I grew up with. One of my dad's friends knows. Well, there's only one left, but knew the band. He was friends with the band. He anytime they were around here, he photographed them. He
Mhm.
sent pictures to them, and till the day he died, Dan McCafferty had one of my dad's friends' pictures of him framed in his house, just because he said it was one of the favorite pictures he ever had taken of him on stage. And they've always been a very special band to me. I'm really happy that I got Jerry into Nazareth, because they have been a band that's just been very special to me too.
I still need to do a deep dive. We're gonna
You
do a
really
thing
do.
on- I do like what I heard. So
I will send you some stuff, Mark.
Oh, I got all the Nazareth. I downloaded
you?
it for the radio station.
oh,
Awesome.
I have Budgie, but I have Budgie, by the way.
Oh, you have
Awesome.
Budgie? Who gave it to you? Milo Mike?
It was in Mike's. Like, Mike's got so much music in that.
Yeah,
fucking
Mike.
thing.
Mike gave me that. That's why I have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say something because I'm not on Cranium Radio on Tuesday nights. One of my guys, Metal Brett, he says Tuesday nights now suck. I'm sorry. He loved the show.
All right, Jerry.
But check
what is
out
your-
Cranium Radio. We got Joseph, we got Jerry, and we got Metal Mike, and we got Andy Rodriguez on there. So if that's Jerry's show was amazing today, I listened to it. Fucking except he played some shit that I gave him shit for, but that's okay.
What real heavy music?
Armoth.
Yeah,
Martha rules,
real
dude.
music.
Voivod's
If
cover
I
of his
wanna
car.
go roll- if I wanna
It's a lot
roll
better.
a
It's a
fucking
lot
boat.
better
I was
than
saying, you
Duran
wanna go
Duran's
row?
My Chauffeur.
The chauffeur rules.
Chauffeur sucks. That's one of
You
the
know
worst
what? You
I have
know
ever
what?
heard
You
in my
can go.
life.
You go sing
Jerry,
Blue
what is
Silver
your
in your
next
bathroom.
pick?
My next
My
pick is
God,
actually
no
going to
wonder
be.
I'm not a Duran Duran fan. They're
My
writing
next-
like that. No,
Only,
thank-
only smart people like Duran Duran. Okay, go ahead.
Jerry, what is your next pick?
My next pick is actually a greatest hits album. It was Bad Company's 10 from 6, man.
Nice.
Great one.
That was all over the fucking place growing up. I mean, I couldn't escape that album. Wherever I go, wherever different roommates I've had, they would have it or I would have it. And just I mean, fucking great music, man. That fucking 70s era of Bad Company was fucking amazing, dude. Even the How era in the 80s was good too. But man, I tell you what, you talk about wearing a CD or a tape out, I did that a few times with that one. Absolutely, man. Great shit,
Nice.
dude. Great band, dude. I mean, they're always like Led Zeppelin's little brother because like, they're both on Swan Song, but
Mhm.
they definitely stand on their own. They got great stuff, man. So
I
Bad
gotta
Company
admit,
10 from 6.
with Bad Company, 70s output was awesome, but
Yeah.
still my favorite Bad Company album is Dangerous Age.
Nothing wrong with that.
A
It's a good
great
album.
album.
Yeah.
No
I have
smoke
to go
without a
Straight
fire,
Shooter is
man.
my favorite. But yeah, no wrong answer there. They're both good.
No,
But yeah,
no,
Bad Company 10 from 6.
Awesome. Mark, what is your next pick?
I think this album got me into live albums. I think it was REO Speedwagon Live. You get what you play for.
Amazing.
That
Great
Is
album.
made me. That was the first band I saw live. I went and bought that album after I saw them on a Wheels of Turning tour. Even though Wheels are, I got into REO on Wheels of Turning. But I went back and I remember getting Ride to Storm out. I go, who the fuck is this singing? This guy sucks. I didn't like. And then I went to
Mike
REO.
Murphy.
Yeah, I go to REO 2. I go, there's Kevin. And then REO 1. Who the fuck is this guy?
The first album's great. Terry
Oh, I
Latrell, that's a
can't
great album.
I can't stand that guy's
I
voice, dude.
remember being shocked because I always thought I didn't know Paul Diano growing up, when I heard like Killers for the first time, who is this singing? That's not Bruce Dickinson singing. So I get that, man. But of course, Paul Diano was awesome, though.
I
Mike
went
Murphy was
back and
awesome.
tried to listen to those classic REO albums. I like it better when Kevin did them live. And
Yeah.
he was also supposed to be on Riding a Storm Out. He has an original version, studio version of that.
Yeah, if you get, I believe, like there's that essential REO Speedwagon CD, Son of a Poor Man and Riding the Storm Out, the studio versions with Kevin on them.
Yeah, I like those better.
And of course, I mean they're both on the live album too.
I
So,
like that live
Yeah.
album version. I play
oh
all the
yeah,
time.
that I
Yeah.
mean the definitive version of Riding the Storm Out is the live album.
Yes, absolutely. Kind of like I
Yeah.
Want You to Want Me because the studio
Yes.
version sucks. I love Cheap
Mhm.
Trick, but come on, that studio version, I Want You to
Yeah,
Want You to
fucking,
Want Me is
what
terrible.
was it? Fucking Bluegrass?
Bubblegum.
I don't
It
know
was
what it was.
weird. It was just.
But
It was
I'm
weird.
going with REO Speedwagon Live. You get what you play for because I saw them
Amazing
live.
live album.
Good
And
one.
that got me into live albums. I was like,
Mhm.
I love live albums. I want to hear, and I played that a lot on any radio station I was on. I played a lot of live versions of artists because I love fucking live
Some for the
albums.
better,
Yeah.
some for the worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
shut up.
There was a couple of live versions you play. I'm like, ooh,
Oh, Jerry liked what I played.
ooh.
What
There
was
was a
it,
couple.
Jerry?
No, there was a couple that were great, and then there was a couple
You
that
didn't
were
like the yes of changes.
no,
Oh, I love that. Oh,
Me
come
and
on,
Jerry both
Joseph.
love
That was
it. Me
awesome,
and Jerry
dude.
both love it.
no.
Yeah.
That's a song that like it's such perfect like timed pop music that I don't want to hear them doing like improvisational versions of it.
I loved it.
I want to hear the studio version of that song. God
But you're
damn it.
outvoted on that one, Joseph.
That's fine. Also, I didn't. Also, the thing is, I didn't grow up with that video like you
No,
guys
didn't.
did.
Yeah.
That's the other
Did
thing.
they have a video for Changes? I don't remember.
No, the live video, the 9012 live.
Yeah, they do have a video for changes.
They do.
I don't remember. All I remember is
There's
It Can
two. I
Happen,
think there's two different
Leave
videos
It, and
for
Owner
it.
of a Lonely Heart.
There's
So
two
I'm
different
not gonna
videos,
remember.
or is that two different videos for Owner of a Lonely Heart?
Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just got an album.
Okay.
All right.
All right. My next pick. Now you may all prepare to laugh at me.
I'm
But
always prepared to laugh at you.
a huge part of my musical formation, as we have talked about on a show before that I did, I am a big fan of Christmas music. I was brought up to love Christmas music. My dad and his best friend play Christmas music all the time. And one album that really just emphasizes for me growing up with Christmas music was Perry Como and his Christmas album Season's Greetings.
Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely love, I mean, just in general. The Carpenters Christmas album is amazing. Ray Conniff is another one, Bing Crosby. I mean, all those classic Christmas albums. But Perry Como was one to the point where when I was in grade school, we had to, I think it was in like fourth grade or something, we had to dress up as a famous Pennsylvanian. And I dressed up as Perry Como. Now, this is like 2008. I don't think anyone in 2008 knew who Perry Como was, much less the fact that he was from Pennsylvania or that he was a musician. So that was how much that album influenced me. So just in picking a Christmas album, because Christmas music is a big part of my musical background, I'm going to go with Perry Como's Season's Greetings.
Hey,
Tim,
he.
what?
Oh, go ahead.
No, you say, Mark?
No, I'm wrong about Perry Como. Who's the guy who discovered the Osmonds? So, another
Andy Williams.
Andy Williams. Okay, go ahead.
Mhm. Tim, what is your next pick?
My next pick, God, I really want to get out of the 70s. I really, really do. But I gotta go with first time I heard this band. My brother brought it home and he said, this band's I worked for this band. He said, I'm their drum tech for this band. And I was like, really? He goes, yeah. And I didn't know what the fuck a drum tech was back then. But I got to go with Aerosmith. Get Your Wings.
Great album.
My favorite.
It is an album we've talked about quite a bit on this show for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
But, they're all from around here. I mean, except for Joey. He's actually from Boston, which is weird because they're supposedly made it, are all from Boston. And it's like, no, they lied.
Yep.
Just like Godsmack lied.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
A lot of bands lie and say they're
Yeah, a
from
lot
bigger
of
cities
bands
than
lie.
they are.
Yeah. But, I mean, Joe Perry has a farm 30 minutes from me. Steven Tyler has a house on Lake Sunapee, which is 15 minutes from me.
Go say hi.
I do. I've seen Steven Tyler and Joe Perry more times than I care to count.
They're at the farmers market, man.
Matter of fact, I used to deliver oxygen for a company up here, and I got lost with a partner of mine, and we ended up in this house, and this woman comes out and she says, "Can I help you?" And she's sitting on the porch. She's standing, and I said, "Yeah, can you give us such and such address? Am I even close?" And she was explaining it, and then her husband, I guess, came out from the doorway and stood behind her, and I was like, "Oh, thank you." And I left. And my partner Mike turned to me and said, "You know what the fuck that was?" And I said, "Yeah, I know what the fuck that was. Joe Perry." I wanted to be as professional as I could possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as we
I
left,
admit, yeah, you have to.
both of us were geeking right out.
It would be hard for some of these people if I was like delivering or trying to be a professional around. It would be kind of hard sometimes.
I've seen Steven Tyler at Disney.
Like if I ran
California
into Robert
Adventure,
Plant or Jimmy
I
Page,
couldn't say anything to him.
Mm-hmm.
I get fired.
I
if I ran into
delivered
Robert Plant or
oxygen
David
to
Gilmour.
this home in New London.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't.
And I go up there, and it was a split level house. He had to go in through the garage and up through the kitchen and up top into where the oxygen concentrator was. And I'm looking around the house, and it's all Aerosmith posters and tour posters and just everything, memorabilia, just covered. And I go upstairs, and everything on the hallway, the whole 9 yards is just Aerosmith gold records. I mean, the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, wow, somebody's really into Aerosmith. And the couple that lived there were probably in their 70s at the time. And I was like, wow, cool dude. All right, And then I walked into the bedroom, and there's these high school pictures on the wall. And one of them, I looked at the picture, and then I looked down at my ticket, and it said Mr. and Mrs. Hamilton.
Huh.
And I looked up at the high school picture again, and I was like,
Alrighty then.
okay. And they lived on Fairway Lane in New London, which is literally right across from the 7th hole of the golf course in London.
I hear Tom Hamilton's a really cool guy too to talk
Yeah.
to. I hear. He's good with
I
the
haven't
fans.
heard his new band. I heard it's really good though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did their very first show here in Nashville. I was going to, but I couldn't go see it.
They were going to
There's
do
a lot
a
of
show
that
up
going
here.
on for me. Yeah.
Their first show was going to be up here, but then they had to cancel it for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all from around here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Chris Siznak
London
went
High
to that,
School,
I
which
think.
is 20 minutes
Chris
from
Sinzak?
I think so. Either that
That's
or
his
him
neck.
or Aaron. I always, dude, you know me and last names.
Oh, come on. With Lee, I could never say Lee's last
James
name.
Hatfield.
Uh-huh.
Hetfield. Yeah, I couldn't say it right. Yeah,
Hatfield.
I suck. Hatfield's in
All
the
right.
McCoy, right?
Jerry, what's your next pick?
My next one is fucking Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell, man. I'm telling you, dude. What a fucking great album that was, dude.
Damn
I
right it
mean,
is.
Yeah.
so fucking different and so cool at the same time, man. Fucking that dude had a voice, man, that will never be duplicated. And the way his
Mhm.
enunciation, how fast he could sing and how he enunciated the words were just and he did it live too for the longest time. He kind of, his voice wasn't the same the last 10, 15 years, but he still gave 100%, though. I'll say that much. His
Mhm.
show was still good.
Stop right
Oh,
there.
dude. I mean,
And
fucking
then
just the title
Todd
track. I mean,
Todd Rundgren's
fuck.
production and the guitar
Man.
work. Ooh,
I
boy.
hate Todd Rundgren, but he produced a great
Me
album.
too.
And his
I
guitar
mean,
work on that album is
all
nuts.
revved up and
I
no
just don't
place
want to
to
hear the guy
go.
sing.
All revved up and no, just fucking amazing, dude. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. What a
Mhm.
fucking ballad, dude. I
I
mean,
bet you Todd
Heaven Can
Rundgren.
Wait. Holy
Mhm.
I
shit,
bet you
what a
Todd
vocal.
Rundgren and Steven Tyler have had some conversations in their
I'm
day.
sure they have. Is that your kid or mine? Kind of look like me a little bit, Todd. What do you think? Yeah. But no, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I like Dead Ringer, but he was never able to capture the magic
No.
of that first album.
No.
Really didn't need to, because that one pretty much that could be a career
Hmm.
album in its own. So
Hmm.
some albums are,
Between that album and the stuff he did with Ted Nugent on Free for All.
yeah. Oh man, dude, what a fucking voice, man.
Free
Seriously,
for all,
just
that's one of my favorite Nugent
That
albums.
needs to be reviewed, by the way.
Hmm.
But anyway, the great Meatloaf with songs by Jim
Hammer
Steinman at the bottom, real small.
down.
Yep.
Good
Oh,
combination, dude, of
yeah.
talent right there, man.
And Jim Steinman wrote a ton of great stuff for other artists too.
You can
Bonnie
always tell a
Tyler.
Jim Steinman
You
song,
can.
big
Yep.
pianos, just
Making
making
Love
love
Out
out
of
of
Nothing
nothing
at
at
All.
all. Total Eclipse of the
Total
Heart.
Eclipse.
Bonnie
Yeah.
Tyler, yeah.
Um,
Eclipse of the Heart.
It's All Coming Back to Me Now that Celine
It's
Dion
all coming
did.
back to me now. You know?
Oh God.
I
That's
actually
a
like
great
Meatloaf's
song.
version of that. I didn't mind it.
I
Really,
didn't.
it was
I'm too
better.
used to
I,
Celine. I'm too
I
used to
don't
Celine
like
Dion's
Celine
version.
Dion at all. So
I
you
love
guys
Celine
enjoy, you
Dion.
guys enjoy that.
I do. I do quite a bit.
And
Thank
that's
you.
fine. And that's fine.
All
But,
right, Mark.
yeah.
What is your next pick?
All right. This is one of my favorite artists of all time. Band, solo, whatever he is, because he always had the band with him. But it's Southern Accents is when I got into Tom Petty because of Don't Come Around Here No More. But then I heard those versions on Pack Up the Plantation Live. That is a fucking great representation of Southern accents. Rebels, 100 times better on the live album than the fucking Dave Stewart fucking neutered fucking Tom Petty Heartbreakers. I'm sorry, stick with the Eurythmics, dude. When I heard Pack Up the Plantation and had Stevie Nicks on there with Insider, stuff like that,
Great song.
I was hooked. He became one of my favorite artists of all time. Just hearing live album again, live album, Pack at the Plantation,
I like
solidified me being a Tom Petty and a Heartbreakers fan. Even though I got into the Southern accents, I did like that album. But when I heard the live album, I go, this is 100 times better. Rules.
But I liked Insider better than Stop Breaking My Heart Around. Insider, that's a great fucking
Oh,
song.
I love Insider better than Stop Breaking My. I love Tom Petty's version of Stop Breaking My Heart, Stop Dragging My Heart Around without Stevie. It's on the box.
If Stevie's magic. I'm sorry. If you got her in one of your songs, you try to keep her there.
I like his version better, and a lot of people agree with me without Stevie. So, but Insider, it can Rebels on Pack at the Plantation is 100 times better than on the fucking album. Dave Stewart should never produce a rock band ever. Just saying.
You did good with the
Okay.
Eurythmics. The Eurythmics were cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was good with them, but they were more electronic. They weren't like rocky.
Fair
They weren't.
enough.
Yeah.
Yo, Adrian.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
Feel like a Kentucky Fried Idiot.
So my next pick is a band that I'm a huge fan of, and my dad had a ton of their albums when I was growing up. But the one that we listened to all the time was the one with the big hit on it, and that is Scorpions' "Love at First Sting."
Oh.
It is one that I have actually lost a little bit of love for as I've grown up. There's so many Scorpions albums that I love more than that now. But the one that I really knew a lot growing up that got me into the Scorpions was Love at First Sting. Of course, going back, he had the 70s greatest hits with Uli. He had Love Drive and Animal Magnetism, Blackout, Savage Amusement, Crazy World, all those albums. And so I knew a lot of that, but the one that I always came back to was Love at First Sting. And that album just opened me up to some heavier stuff as far as moving a little bit away from the classic rock into some of that heavier 80s hard rock. And then eventually, what I'll talk about in a little bit, that really opened the doors for me into heavier music. But the Scorpions were really one of those bands that just kept pushing me a little bit further. And Love at First Sting was an album that I just listened to all the time. And as much as I don't love it as much as I did when I was younger, it's still one of those albums that I can go back to and see why it clicked with me so much at the time. So Love at First Sting from the Scorpions is my next pick. Tim, what you got?
All right, I swear to God, this is my last 70s album for this.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, this is probably my poppiest pick for an album that I will have. But I gotta go for it because, man, this album just influenced me something fierce. Is the Cars debut album.
Oh, yeah, great one. That is my honorable mentions because that is a great. Maybe Heartbeat City would have been mine, but
I listened to that album all the time because I used to go up to my brother's house and he had two albums that other than country, which I cannot fucking stand.
There's some good country
He
albums.
had two albums, rock albums that I would play over and over and over and over and over again. One was Boston's debut, and one was the Cars debut. And I don't know why he had them because he never must have been his wife's albums. But he had some Bob Seger too, which was great, and he had, great stuff. But no, that album was just fantastic, start to finish, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's talk about an album that was one of those where it changed music. Nothing sounded like that before, and a lot sounded like that after. And none of them ever did it quite as good as they
often imitated, never duplicated.
I mean, an album that Mark and Jerry and I just reviewed a couple of days ago has a song that was a complete ripoff of that Cars debut album.
Oh yeah.
So it was, everybody was trying to do it afterwards, but nobody could do it quite like they did. That's a great album. Jerry, what is your next pick?
My next pick is Anthrax, Among the Living.
Liar!
Holy shit! Did I ever come up with an album that made me want to fucking kill myself? It changed my life in music because I did not want to fucking listen to this or even be part of this. What is the big deal about that band?
I
love
that
idiot with the fucking Indian headdress.
I love both versions of Anthrax.
Fucking walking around with the fucking bikers or skaters fucking shorts.
I didn't get the Anthrax when they started getting into the rap shit.
Well, they only did that for one song.
They were posers from the beginning.
I Am the Law.
I thought like Spreading the Disease was an awesome metal album.
Great album.
I said it before.
Everyone found out pretty quick that wasn't the real them either.
The best version of Anthrax is with John Bush.
Well, yeah,
it's better.
But that still wasn't faithful to what they really were. Yeah. I don't. To this day, I still think "I'm the Man" was the closest thing. I like what they wanted.
I like "State of Euphoria." I love "Spreading the Disease."
Oh god, that was terrible. That was a yellow.
I love a persistence.
So what's your real pick, Jerry?
Charlie and fucking Frank were an awesome rhythm section.
What's your real pick, Jerry?
That's it.
Really? That isn't.
Does not to be a good thing, does it?
Okay.
Fair. Yeah. That is fair.
I just don't. I want to know the big fucking deal about that band. I just don't get it
because it was the sales. That's why they're part of the big four.
There's a lot of bands that I
have
don't
any sales though.
They did.
Not really. Not compared to the other three.
Better than Exodus.
I mean, even counting John Bush and it was the original guy, Neil Turpin.
Oh, I hate that guy.
The best thing they did was the fucking Married with Children episode.
Yeah. Let's rock. They ate Mom's mystery pack.
Why is it warm? It's been in the
Why?
refrigerator.
Whoa!
I
I
am
can
one of my
I can
favorite
taste
shows of all time.
colors.
Very Good Children, man.
But yeah, that's my pick.
Oh.
I just don't see. I mean, I was really, I mean,
Fair.
serious. I'm being serious. I was like, I was alone too. People were looking at me like I was a fucking green bug.
Oh,
when I was
I
talking
think
about
you are an
this.
idiot, but that's okay.
But
I love you.
yeah, I don't.
You're my idiot,
Don't
Jerry. I
get
love
it.
you.
I don't get. But then I went out. Then that night I'll go home and listen to Air Supply. So I get it, maybe. You know,
Air
maybe.
Supply blows. You're. I'm not gonna say the word, but yeah, Air Supply is horrible.
Try to say I'm gay? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, probably gay people more.
No, I didn't say it. You know, you just said it, so you're going to be the one getting the
Do,
shit.
do,
I'm
do
not
you,
gay. I
do,
got nothing
do you,
against
do,
gay
you,
people.
do you want me to hold up that Patrick Swayze movie again
Oh my!
when Mark had his outburst?
To
I
one
love
flew?
that movie, dude.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
I
that
hate
fucking
that
It's a
movie.
great movie.
It is.
It's a
Man.
great movie.
It's
Enjoy.
funny.
I can't stand
It
seeing
is
Wesley
hilarious.
Snipes
Fucking fun.
and Patrick Swayze like that. It's
Love
Yeah,
it,
but
dude.
hey, Mark, they had a great time with it.
That's
Exactly.
fine. Enjoy
John
it.
Leguizamo
Enjoy
was
it.
awesome.
Yeah,
Well, John
they loved making
he's the
it.
only one I could see doing that.
Yeah, but they loved making it. So
Yeah,
I mean,
they got
you know,
paid.
Have you ever
yeah.
watched The Pest by John Leguizamo?
Get off my
That's a great
balls,
movie.
man. The guy's trying to feel him.
Have you ever watched The Pest with John Leguizamo?
No.
You need to
I
watch
like
that
John
movie.
Leguizamo. Yeah, I've seen that movie.
The Pest is fucking hilarious. Yeah.
Well, he's hilarious anyway.
Yeah, he's funny, dude.
Alrighty, Mark, what is your next pick?
I'm gonna go with one of my favorite artists of all time. When I heard this album, I fucking love 1999 by Prince.
Great album.
I love that fucking album. But Purple Rain solidified my fandom for that guy. And the movie. I love the movie, and people think it's cheesy.
Oh, I was a fan of Prince's long before that.
Yeah, I wasn't. And
And you're about to call me
Doves
what?
Cry. Let's go crazy with that guitar solo. It just fucking solidified me. I need that fucking movie, by the way. I don't own it anymore.
Dude, it's
I had
on
a
everywhere
VHS.
on Tubi, dude. Every
You
5
know,
minutes.
you know how big of a Prince fan I am? I even have this piece of shit.
That
Oh, wow.
sucks. That's what actually took me out of Prince for a while.
But the album is amazing. Parade is
I
an
didn't.
amazing album.
I didn't like Kiss
Hmm.
at first.
Oh, I love that song.
I like Kiss now, but when it first came out, I go, "This sucks." Where's the guitar?
So much other stuff on that. Mountains is
I like Tom
amazing.
Jones better.
Oh yeah, I love that
better.
album. I love that
Sometimes
album
it
now.
snows in April.
I think the first time I heard Prince was "I Want to Be Your Lover," which
Mhm.
blew me away because I was like,
Great
wow.
song.
Controversy is
for
a great
dance
album.
Yeah.
The Black
Well,
album is a great album too.
Hell, that was back in the 70s. I Want to
Yeah.
Be Your Lover. That was before he really blew up big years later.
Can you believe he got booed off the stage at the opening for the Rolling Stones,
Mhm.
man?
Yeah.
Fucking great fucking musician of all time, man. I love Prince. So
Yep.
Purple Rain. Is
Michael
one of my
Jordan got
fucking
kicked
favorites.
off his basketball team, so
Yeah.
you know.
So Prince, I love
People like
1990, but
Anthrax.
Purple Rain solidified my fandom for him.
People
I
like
don't- I
Dorian Duran.
I don't understand it either, Jerry. I don't get it.
Just don't get that band. Never did.
Okay, let it go, Jerry.
I can't.
All right.
I don't get Ghost, but I like 8 songs, but it's okay.
My
What's
next
more I-
pick.
Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
My next pick is a band that I think is just 3 of the greatest musicians of all time that got together and wrote some amazing, weird music. And it's an album that I've listened to my entire life. My dad still plays this album all the time. And that is Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Brain Salad
Ah.
Surgery.
In the beginning.
Oh, just so much great stuff. Carnival 9 and Still You Turn Me On, Jerusalem, Toccata, which is just 9 minutes of them just going absolutely nuts on their instruments. This big drum solo from Carl Palmer where he has all these like triggers on his drums. And this is 1973. Like not a lot of people were doing that in 1973. And it is just fantastic music. Weird, but just so fun to listen to. And it's just an album that I always go back to. And so I had to include that one that just really pushed me down progressive routes that would open up Genesis and all these other bands that I am in love with now. That really was where I first started to hear progressive music at a very young age. So had to include them. Tim, what is your next pick?
My next pick is Patrick Swayze's "She's Like the Wind."
Oh
No,
God.
I'm kidding.
I like
But
that song. I
Ooh,
like
to
that song.
believe all
I
the
do like that song, by the way.
stupid.
I just did that for Mark
She
because
like
of
to
his
be.
outright.
I do like that movie. I'm sorry.
But no, my next one, I'm
Ew.
finally in the 80s now, folks. Uh,
Finally.
this is a band that I fell in love with in the 70s and followed them all the way up through. And this is the last album they made, studio album. And they did a live album after this. I got to go with Thin Lizzy's Thunder and Lightning. That's just
That's
a
a
fantastic album.
John Sykes, man. Ooh,
Just a
just
fan.
I haven't had that many
The
requests on my
album, the
radio
next,
show.
next album after that is a great live album.
oh yeah, Life, great live
Life.
album.
Yes.
But I've had a lot of Thin Lizzy requests in the last
Mhm.
two, my first two shows. So
Mm-hmm.
people must like them. I like
Mhm.
them.
Fuck. Kershaw? Okay.
Sun
I
Goes
mean,
Down. I mean,
oh yeah,
that's a
Cold Sweat.
phenomenal track.
hmm The title track, just great
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, John Sykes is one of those guys where it's so interesting to follow his career and all the different bands he was in.
Mm-hmm.
You get those couple of Tigers of Pantang albums, the studio and live album that he was with Thin Lizzy, and then White Snake,
Mm-hmm.
Blue Murder, just so much different stuff that he was involved in, and just all of it's great. And that's the thing.
It's fucking amazing how much a guy who really he had an excellent reputation as far as musicians goes, but he didn't
Yeah.
really have a big name for himself.
Right.
How many
Catalog was
musicians
small.
he actually worked with,
Mhm.
different genres of musicians
Mhm.
and types and egos, and he managed to get along with everybody. You know, I mean, he got along with David Coverdale, and David Coverdale kicked him out of the band for Christ's sake.
It's funny that self-titled Whitesnake album. I was like, yeah, I love John Sykes, man. I think the fucking "Here I Go Again" solo is fucking one of the best solos I ever heard. And find out that's
Adrian
Vandenberg.
Vandenberg.
Like, really? Fuck.
And then Vivian
Damn.
Campbell was in the video.
And then I hear the original solo from the song. I'm like, no, it's not that great. Come
Yeah,
on,
but
dude.
they're all Sykes songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Well,
I'm
Here
just
I Go
saying.
Again wasn't because that was on
No, that was
I mean,
Saints
the
and
Adrian
Sinners,
Vanden,
yeah.
that was David
Vandenberg
Coverdale
was,
being David Coverdale. Let's
That-
regenerate
yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
but that Adrian Vandenberg fucking solo is amazing.
Oh,
that
yeah.
song. What a fucking great solo that is.
That figuring out like putting together an accurate history of Whitesnake is so interesting
True.
because like literally on the same album you have 10 different guitar players. It's literally just David Coverdale and then some people.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's what it is. Some people.
And depending if you bought the album in America, Neil
Fine
Murray was
print.
on bass. If you bought the album in England, a different guy was on bass.
I think I played drums on one song.
I was gonna say, I think Jerry was on there somewhere.
David Coverdale and some other guys.
Pretty much. And it's always been some great guys. I mean, he had the last couple tours, it was Reb Beach, Joel Hoekstra,
Mhm.
I
Derek
think Tommy's been
Hillinger.
with him for a long time, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, Tommy's
Yeah.
been with him for
Tommy
a while.
Aldridge,
It was
yeah.
like,
Tommy
That
Aldridge.
band is
Ozzy
dead.
Osbourne.
They ain't going back.
Yeah.
you know, Ozzy's the same way. He just come up with some great musicians that you never heard of until you heard of them. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
And then they ended up going on being with everybody.
Yeah.
Zach,
Who
or he
heard
pulled
of Randy Rhodes
in
before Ozzy? Nobody. That's who.
some people in Japan that bought the first couple Quiet Riot
Yeah, and
albums. That's it.
if you were on
Yeah.
the Sunset Strip and saw Quiet Riot in the clubs, yeah,
Mhm.
you've heard of them. Other than that, no.
all of them. Zach Wild. Nobody probably would have heard of Zach Wild,
Yeah.
man.
Jake E. Lee. Yeah.
Jake E. Lee, all those guys.
Yep.
Brad Gillis, for that matter. I mean, well, maybe he wasn't really that big a part
Speak of the
Ozzy's
devil,
stuff.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
All
yeah.
righty. So that was your pick, right, Tim?
Yep.
Awesome. Jerry, what is your next pick? Number 4.
I'm gonna take
I
this
believe.
one and steal it from Mark because it fucking rules. This is definitely an MTV band. This whole album was. When I heard 90125 songs off that album from Yes, dude, I'm like, this fucking rules, man. Owner of a
I'm
Lonely
glad you picked it
Heart.
because I didn't pick it. It's someone
It can happen. I love fucking Leave It. I love that fucking song. I don't care what anybody says.
The
I love
harmonies, fuck yeah.
yeah. And Trevor Rabin, fucking what a good. I mean, he's
Best
not only a great
guitarist
guitar
of Yes.
player, I agree. He's fucking just a great singer too, man. This vocal line changes, man, dude.
Mhm.
What a fucking.
This is
banger
where
of a
me
song.
and Jerry like fucking
We're the only
became
two that,
friends. We
yeah,
became friends over Trevor.
pretty much. I did a show that I still have somewhere, I think. I hope I
Well, we
do.
did a show on Freeform when you were on
Yeah.
there on 9021.
But, I mean, that album was a fucking monster, and it was a career saver for the band. I mean, it
Oh
was.
yeah.
People don't like to admit that, but it was. Holy shit! I'm getting back into Talk, man. I heard
Great
that
Talk
album
album.
the
is
other day.
amazing.
The
Great
fucking
album.
Calling. What a song that is! I forgot what a great tune that song.
Did you ever get the
that was their
vinyl,
last
Jerry?
great album.
Yeah. What's that?
Did you ever get the vinyl?
No. Fucking
I gave you
expensive.
the good price and you never got it.
Yeah. Well. Oh well.
That was
Snooze,
their
you lose.
last. That was their last great
Yeah.
album.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they were
They're
good. I thought Union was good.
Hear
I
the
thought
calling of the-
big
Union was hit or miss. There's some. It's too long.
only the Trevor songs were good because I thought
Well,
The Trevor
Trevor
songs are the
song-
best on
The
there.
Trevor songs are the best, but also I like the Anderson Bruford Wakeman Howe album. That
Oh,
was
I
a
like
great
that
album.
too. I like that album too. Yeah.
I'll also get some of the studio songs on the Keys to Ascension live albums are good. When they did
I like
that
the ladder.
studio,
The ladder was pretty good.
there's some okay stuff on
Yeah.
there. But then like nothing after that.
But yes,
No.
officially died when Chris Squire died.
Yes.
Sorry,
Well,
in
when
my
John
opinion.
left the band, it was horrible.
Yeah, I mean, Chris was still in there, man.
Yeah.
Chris was awesome.
No, but John, it wasn't
with
my
Davison,
yes.
it was okay.
No.
It's
That was my first
okay.
concert too, by the way. So
Enjoy.
I have a lot of
It was okay. Exactly. Okay is not good.
great fucking
Whatever.
album. I mean,
Awesome.
I didn't pick it, Jerry, but
Mark, what is your next pick? Number 4.
I'm going with one of my favorite bands of all time, except for one album called Shock. Tesla, Mechanical Resonance. When I first heard this,
Bang,
and this was before Guns N' Roses ever came out, this band fucking rules. This is like back to old Aerosmith, back to fucking sleaze rock, back to fucking.
I wouldn't
old-
call it sleaze rock.
Well, I'm talking about
No.
old 70s
It's
fucking
more.
music.
It has some blues in it.
Yeah.
Has
Old 70s rock.
yeah.
It was like the throwback before Guns N' Roses got all the credit for that shit. Tesla did it first, bitches, and they made better albums than you. The first 4 Tesla albums kick your first 4 albums, Guns N' Roses, and I've
No.
always said that.
3
not
albums.
Appetite.
Well, yes,
No.
I like Mechanical Resonance better than Appetite.
Oh, I do
Okay.
too. I do
I
too.
like Mechanical Resonance. Way
I
better.
love Appetite though.
I
Don't
love
get me wrong.
Appetite, but Mechanical Resonance.
I will say, as a whole, the 4 are better than averaging the 4 Guns N' Roses albums. Yes.
Oh,
even,
absolutely.
Even add 2 more Tesla albums on there, it's better than Guns N' Roses.
Oh yeah.
But fucking Tesla Mechanical Resonance, man, I fucking love that album. Modern Day Cowboy, when I saw that, I go, fuck yeah, rock and roll, baby. Loved it.
Awesome. So my next pick, I'm going to cheat a little bit because I cannot decide between these 2 albums, and they both came into my life at the exact same time, and my dad listened to both of them nonstop. One year for his birthday, we got him one of those old sets that you'd get where it was like 3 CDs, all in it. It had a cardboard box on the outside by the same band, and it was the first 2 Rad albums, Out of the Cellar and
Nice.
Invasion of Your Privacy. And my dad listened to those albums non-stop. So I would hear both of those albums over and over and over again, and I adored both of those albums. And that's the reason those I know those 2 albums much more than I know the rest of the discography, but just those 2 albums front to back are pretty much flawless in my opinion. Very important to me getting into more 80s music, and just 2 of my all-time favorite albums. Just great stuff. I know some people that were there at the time are bigger fans of Out of the Cellar than Invasion of Your Privacy, but for me, Invasion of Your Privacy is just as good as the debut, in my opinion. So had to pick both of them.
That was released.
Hey,
in
Rad is
85,
one of
right?
my one of my favorites.
Yeah, I saw that tour.
That's
Nice.
a great pick, Joseph. I love
Yeah,
that. That'd be
those
on my
two-
mentions.
For 'em.
That would be on my mentions because I took Round and Round 45 to church and played it in the Sunday school. I did.
Oh.
I said, you guys need to listen to this track. It's fucking amazing.
And were you allowed? I certainly hope you didn't say that.
No, I said it's amazing. I didn't say.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
I
were
didn't
you
say
allowed
fucking-
back in the Sunday school?
My
after
grandpa
that?
would have killed me if I would have
Yeah.
said amazing. He was the pastor, by the way.
That show, Bon Jovi opened for Rat.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's how fucking old I am.
Hey, Poison opened for Rat on the on a tour. So
Alrighty. Tim, what is your number 3?
My number 3 is I gotta go with this album. I just because this album changed my fucking life. Um, well, one of them it changed my life. Meat and Taters Rock and Roll, AC/DC's Back in Black.
nice.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
Just
that
changed my life. My first time I heard it, I was like, wow.
funny story.
Sure, this is AC/DC?
Yeah.
This is the Bon Scott here,
So
The
funny
only album
story.
Brian Johnson wrote songs on.
Yeah. So funny story. A couple weekends ago, I went with my parents to this local like restaurant. There was this AC/DC tribute band that was going to be playing, and they were going to be playing for like 3-4 hours, and like they take a couple breaks and stuff. They were called High Voltage, but they started their set. Their first 9 songs, 8 of them were from Back in Black. They
Nice.
literally played pretty much the entirety of Back in Black, aside from Let Me Put My Love Into You and Shake a Leg. They played the entire rest of the album to start their set, and they added in Girls Got Rhythm and Sin City. That
Nice.
was it. And I
Now,
left during one of the intermissions.
I would
I had to
I
go
would have
somewhere else.
loved, I would have fucking loved to heard Bon Scott singing the tracks
Some of those stuff,
on
yeah.
Back in Black, like Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution.
Mhm.
Oh, what he would have done with that would have
Oh,
been
yeah.
amazing.
Giving a
But
Dog a Bone, that would have been a great Bon Scott
but I
track.
had to give Brian Johnson credit because he sang his ass off on that album. I mean,
Mhm.
he didn't sing it, he screamed it.
Yeah.
There was no singing involved. There was just pure throttle fucking assault.
There's some songs
Yeah.
on that album, like I said, I would have loved to see Bon Scott do. There's a lot of stuff on that album that there's no way Bon Scott could have done it.
Yeah,
No.
or he'd have done it a lot differently.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would have had to because he just didn't have those set of pipes.
Mm-mm. Nope. Alrighty, Jerry, what is your number 3?
Tim kind of stole my thunder, but I'm not picking Back in Black. I'm going for the one before that. Highway to Hell, dude. I'm telling you. Fuck, dude. Still one of the best rock albums ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Again, just fucking iconic album cover, iconic tunes. Fucking John Mutt Lange's a genius, dude. He turn anything into gold, man. And fuck, man, what a great album.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Touch Too Much is my favorite AC/DC song. Fucking
Girls Got Rhythm.
Girls Got Rhythm, the title track. Fucking Night Prowler. I mean, just loaded with fucking killer fucking songs, dude. I mean, what's your guys' favorite AC/DC album? Mine is Highway to Hell, obviously. But what's
Mine
yours?
is
Power Edge is mine.
Power Age.
Power.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong. That's my second favorite. Yeah. But yeah,
And,
Highway to Hell, dude. What a fucking great album, dude.
and Down Payment Blues is my favorite track on Power.
Hey, Tim, I love you.
I want to find. It is my life's mission to find a European vinyl copy of that album with Cold Hearted Man on it. I love that song. I think that just adds to the album. But the Power is just such a it doesn't have nearly as many hits as the other Bon Scott albums do.
No,
But the
they
stuff
were
on
just
there,
starting out with
The
Down
stuff-
Payment Blues,
Down Payment Blues.
Give Me a Bullet,
Give me a
Yeah.
bullet.
Kicked in the Teeth Again,
What's Next to the Moon?
Up to My
What's
Neck
Next
in
to the-
You, What's
Yep.
Next to the Moon, Sin City, Riff Raff, Rock and Roll Damnation. I mean, I'm just listing the whole album here,
Mhm.
but just
You have to.
so much
You have to
amazing,
with that album.
just brilliant music on
Yes.
that album.
Yes,
Down
not agree
Payment
with you
Blues,
more.
Tim, is my favorite AC/DC song.
Brilliant.
What one now?
Down Payment Blues is
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite AC/DC
Yep.
song. That's why I said I love you, Tim.
That's it's my favorite Bon Scott era.
Exactly.
Brian Johnson, I would have to, as much as I love Back in Black, I'd have to say my favorite album by Brian Johnson era is Flick of the Switch.
Mm.
Uh-uh.
Sometimes I lean towards For Those About to Rock. That album is
Yeah.
I do
so
too.
good.
I do too on that one. Yeah. Back in Black is such a burnout album, but I still love it.
I think I like Flick of the Switch more because it's less known,
Yeah.
Maybe.
so it's not overplayed. You
Mhm.
know.
There's nothing on that album. I mean, maybe Guns for Hire gets played. That's
Mhm.
about it.
Oh, like you got like Bedlam in Belgium, and
Hmm. Nervous
Shakedown.
Shakedown.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Good
just
stuff.
phenomenal.
Alrighty, Mark, what is your number three?
I'm just gonna say Rush is not on my list
Really?
because this is music that shaped me. Rush shaped me later in life,
Well, I said it
and
could be later in life.
Signals was my album that I went to, but the thing that I wouldn't have gotten into Rush without these three top three bands. So I gotta go with that. I gotta go with Def Leppard, Pyromania.
Great album.
I gotta go with that because without that, I wouldn't have liked harder rock. I wouldn't have liked Black Sabbath. I wouldn't have liked Dio. I wouldn't have liked Metallica. I wouldn't have like so I had to go with them because Rush didn't lead me to other bands. Def Leppard led me to harder music, AC/DC, Black Sabbath, like I just said. Without Def Leppard, I wouldn't have got into those bands. So I gotta put Def Leppard where they belong at number three, Pyromania.
There's three songs that I don't like on that album, but the rest is just incredible.
I love
Yeah,
the whole album.
as far as Def Leppard goes, the two albums before that were better as far as I'm concerned.
Hmm.
But
To me, it was Pyromania.
I
whatever.
I would put Pyromania second. High and Dry is far and away the
Oh, High
best
and
in my
Dry is a great
opinion.
album, but I got into High
I
and
even like
Dry
their
after
debut.
Pyromania, though.
I
Yeah,
love their debut,
the
Wasted.
debute's great too. Yeah,
Debut's great too. Yeah.
but for me, High and Dry is a 10 out of 10. There's I'm not a fan of Billy's Got a Gun. I'm not a fan of
Oh,
Action
I
Not
love Billy's.
Words.
I love
And
Action.
I hate Rock of Ages. I
I
hate that
Rise
song.
up,
love
get
Rock of
around,
Ages.
rock this place.
But the other singles from Pyromania are amazing. Rock Rock Till You Drop, Stage Fright, Coming
Fooling,
Under Fire,
Too
Die
Late
Hard
for
the
Love.
Hunter, Too Late for Love,
fooling.
Foolin',
I gotta
Photograph.
go
Yeah,
because
album
I
was
Amazing
gotta
stuff.
go.
solid.
I
I
gotta
mean,
go
the
with
album was solid.
influence
Yeah.
because I don't think I would have got into Rush without Def Leppard.
Yeah, fair. Fair.
Then again, it's also a Pete Willis album, so
Yeah, it is. It is. Phil Collins ruined that band.
I agree with
Anywho,
you on that because he ruined Tesla Shock. Yeah.
yeah. And I still have to laugh. The only time I've ever seen Def Leppard, he was not there.
Yeah.
I saw them on
It was Steve Brown from Trickster.
I saw them on a Hysteria tour with Tesla Mechanical Resonance opening at the LA Sports Arena, which is not there anymore.
and yeah, that's how did all of a sudden Steve Brown become the it fucking guitarist?
Well, listen to that Ace
Like
Frehley.
Jesus Christ, he's from Trickster for Christ's sake.
At least listen to that Ace Frehley album. You know how bad he sucks. Even though I do like a couple Trickster albums.
I pre-ordered this shit.
Oh my.
You know, Eddie. You know, you should have read Eddie's commentary on that, and you
I
would have.
should have, but it was too late. It was too
Eddie,
late, Mark.
When Eddie's told me how bad it sucked, I took it away. I said no. I canceled the order.
But I do have this, and I'm very happy I have this.
I'll need that.
That, as much as I hate Hysteria, that live concert is phenomenal.
It's amazing. And around.
It's another example of like Judas Priest Turbo Tour.
Yeah. I love Hysteria though. So
Oh, I don't.
I love Hysteria.
I don't. I have an alternate version of Hysteria on my phone that is literally just like versions of the songs that aren't the ones from the album because the versions on the album suck.
My alternate version is the empty space in my phone for that.
Fair, but like I prefer the orchestral versions of pretty much everything on the when they did that orchestral album. Anything from Hysteria that was on there got better
So it was good songs eventually.
at some point.
At some point, there you go.
In the dark.
Not that,
Look
but
at that, man.
not an awful idea. Not an awful idea. All right, my number three. This is where we get into albums. The next two albums are albums that came later in my life. And this one, I have to thank the great Ian Wadley because he
Do we
got me
have
into.
to? I'm joking.
Yes,
I love Ian.
because
I just
he
want.
because
I
he
gotta give
got
him
me
shit sometimes.
because he got me into a certain artist, and I fell so much in love with this artist that Ian named a block of his radio show after me, and he called it the Joseph Staub Garage because of how much I fell in love with Frank Zappa.
Yeah.
And so I had to pick a Frank Zappa album, and the one that really just blew my doors down when I first heard it was Hot Rats. Just I had never heard anything like that before. And I mean it's jazz fusion mixed with some heavier rock. Captain Beefheart's on that album doing some vocals. Like it's everything that you want from a Frank Zappa album is on there. And just blew me away. Peaches and Regalia, the opening that album is just it's incredible and just helped me dive even further into Frank Zappa and found all these amazing albums that I absolutely adore now. And I wouldn't have found it if it weren't for Ian Wadley, and that's why I had to put a Frank Zappa album on here. And so I'm putting Hot Rats as my number 3. Tim, what do you got for number 2?
My number 2 is he's a, and I say this, I I do not have many musical heroes. I have 3, and I've mentioned them before: Ozzy, Dio, and this guy. And although this album is not the most popular album from this band, it's it grew me up because I mean, when this album came out, I think I was a junior in high school, maybe senior in high school, or going into a senior in high school. And they just gotten a new guitarist, and he's from a band that I fucking loved. And they came out with this album that is just stellar, in my opinion. And that's Motorhead's Another Perfect Day.
Great album.
Yeah, I see.
Bravo for the
You
win.
thought I was, yeah.
Bravo for the win.
And I just thought it was absolutely stellar. I mean, Lemmy said he hated this album, but I don't know what he was listening to because, you got Shine, you got Dancing on Your Grave, you got a bunch of different tracks on it that are fucking amazing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Robo did a fantastic job as far as I'm concerned. Now, they may not have gotten to get, along personally. That's whatever. But, man, they came out with a hell of an album.
Mm-hmm. And for anybody to be able to come in and put out an album after Fast Eddie Clark left, that was that good. Yeah. And then think about it. From then on, it took 2 guitarists to replace him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wurzel
and Wizzo.
Phil.
Mm-hmm.
But I think part of the problem was when he came in, Lemmy hired him one way with the long curly hair, and then he came in with this fucking butch cut thing, and it's like, who the fuck are you?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that turned him right off,
Yep.
But the guitar work is absolutely brilliant as far as I'm concerned.
Agreed. Jerry, what is your number 2?
Even though Dark Side of the Moon is my favorite Pink Floyd album, but The Wall is actually very important to me. I mean, every kid or young teenager, preteen, would love Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. Come on. They love that fucking song. And then if you dive, and then I've dove deeper in that album, man. I remember I got the single for Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. And on the back, it had One of My Turns, which I'm like, dude, this song fucking rules. And I'm like, so I eventually bought the whole album, listened to the whole album, man. I was just like, dude, this is fucking awesome, dude. I mean, you start out with In the Flesh, and then you go real slow until Another Brick in the Wall. Or you got Thin Ice, actually, then Another Brick in the Wall. But then you hear songs like Goodbye Blue Sky and Mother, and it's like, holy crap, man, this is good stuff. But
damn right.
I mean, I'm not really a big fan on Bring the Boys Back Home and Viera, but I understand what it means on the album. So other than that, I think it's a perfect album. I like Waiting for the Worm. People don't like that, but I think it's cool as fuck, actually. all those cool
Waiting.
songs. Stop,
I
all
know.
those songs.
Goodbye Blue Sky was on my top 11 acoustics.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great fucking song. It was nice to hear Brit Floyd do that
Yeah,
live. It's the
that
first
was
time I ever got to
awesome.
see them do that live. They did amazing. But yeah, I mean, The Wall. I mean, come on. What do we really need to talk about that album? I mean, it
Yeah.
really just turned me in a new direction as far as my musical taste.
We don't need no education.
Yep. That was actually a song that I was at a Catholic church. They told us not to listen to it. Send a note to the parents about it. Yep.
All righty. Mark, what is your number 2?
My number 2 and 1 are the artists that got me into rock and roll music in 1977. My number 2 is Foreigner, Double Vision.
Good
Yeah.
album.
Perfect
Good
album.
album.
Not a bad song on that album.
Mm.
I remember having that on 8-track. That's how old I am.
I still might have that on 8-track. Now you mentioned
And
it.
I
Didn't
got
that
it.
didn't that album come out in 78?
Well, whatever, 78, whatever. I am a little drunk right now. But Foreigner Double Vision fucking rules.
Just a little.
It's not dated at all. All the songs could happen today. Lonely Children on the Run. God, fucking great song. Lonely Children on the Run. Dun, dun, dun. Fucking groove. This ain't free from, so you don't have to take a shot. But god damn, that album rules. Hot Blooded. Fucking essential Foreigner tracks with one of the greatest singer of all time. And ain't Dio to me. He's number 2. It's Lou Gramm.
I'm
Lou
sorry.
Gramm is my favorite singer of all time. So Foreigner Double Vision. I love that fucking album to this day. It's not dated. Go listen to it. It's not fucking dated. Listen to it. It rules.
Okay. I might. I have it. I
Listen to it. Been there, done that.
Mark, I really do. I love how much you love Lou Gramm. I do. I really, it warms my heart. You're wrong, but it warms my heart.
It's not wrong. He is the greatest vocalist of all time. He
Wouldn't
sounds
even
like a
make my
man. He fucking
wouldn't even
has
make
that
my top
power.
30.
He has that power. My
Great
God.
vocalist would not even make my top 30.
Oh, you're wrong, but okay. You said
I'm
I'm
glad.
wrong.
I'm glad you think that.
Hey.
All right, my number 2, the album that opened me into the world of heavy metal. When I was a kid, I was scared of heavy metal. Growing up in classic
Same.
rock music, I
Same.
heard this demonic evil music, and it scared the shit out of me.
Same.
And one time I was watching a YouTube video, and it was like one of those old Watch Mojo videos, top 10 something with music. And this song started playing, and I couldn't listen to it. It was like, oh God, no, that's too heavy for me. And you'll laugh when you find out what it was. But I was like, oh no, this is too heavy. I can't listen to this. I don't like this. And then I finally started giving some of this music a try, and I listened to an album, and I said, yep, I get it now. I get it now. Metallica, Master of Puppets.
Nice.
That was the one that finally opened it up. And the song, for those of you wondering, it was the heavy part of one. Was the song it was the darkness imprisoning me part of one that was what scared the crap out of me. I'm like, oh no, this is too heavy. I can't listen to this. I don't like this.
Like my number 3, Def Leppard, Pyromania. If I didn't listen to that, I wouldn't have gotten into Metallica.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
I didn't,
You know what's funny? What's funny is you said
Ever.
when you were a kid and little. I'm thinking you're with us like in the 70s and 80s. And when I was little on a YouTube channel, I'm like, oh fuck, you're young, aren't you?
I'm talking like when I was in high school in like 2012.
Okay, there you go. That's probably why. I'm thinking
Yeah.
like 1975. Like fuck.
Yes,
I was
Jerry.
working for Disney for 11 years at that time.
I look really great for my age, Jerry. I look really great for my
Dude,
age.
I was working for Disney 11 years at that time.
Jesus, Mark, you started working for Disney when I was 2?
I worked at Disney in 2001.
Yep, I was 2 years old.
My daughter was 21 in 2000.
And there's a lot of people who like work at Disney now. I remember seeing you when I was 4. And I go, thanks.
See, I'm starting to feel old because my 10-year high school reunion's next year. So I'm starting to feel old, but I'm not that old. So
Dude, I've been seeing
You know
all
what,
these.
dude?
I've been
Through
seeing all these
experience, it's not
album
that bad getting
anniversaries.
old, man.
I've been
So
seeing.
I got fucking underwear older than you,
I've been
okay?
seeing all these
Probably.
album anniversaries like 30, 40 years, and I go, oh shit, I was 14 when this came out. Oh fuck, I'm old.
Mhm. I mean, it's scaring some of the albums that I listened to when they first came out. It's starting to scare me how old some of these albums are
Hey,
getting.
I told my
Judas Priest Firepower is almost 7.5 years old.
I
That's
told my
crazy.
I told my friend at work because he's into K-pop. I go, when you're like in 20, 30 years, when you see album anniversaries of these K-pop pieces of shit, I'm looking at Def Leppard Pyromania for I'm going, dude, you're gonna feel like I do.
Mhm.
Well, an album I mentioned earlier, Black Sabbath's Paranoid. I bought it the day it came out. It's how old now?
55 years old.
There you go.
Wow.
I'm
But yeah, no.
almost 55 in October.
Master of Puppets was the album that really got me into heavier music. That was what opened the gates for me. And now, of course, all the different bands that I'm into, I love all those bands. But when I finally sat down and listened to Master of Puppets, it clicked with me. That was what it clicked. I'm like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah,
And
That
I
was
still to this
that was
still to this
Pyromania
day,
for
that
me.
album is one of my
feel like
favorite
the
albums
first
of all
time I
time.
heard Kill 'Em All, it clicked. It was just whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
That was Pyromania for me that opened me up to Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil, and stuff like that.
All right, folks.
Andy, we love you, brother.
It is Jerry.
Jerry, get with it.
Oh, excuse me.
Get with it, bitch.
Tim, what is your number
All right,
one?
my number one. I'm gonna go a little later on, but this album was mentioned earlier, and it's a great album, but it is not the greatest conceptual album ever made.
Queensryche,
Greatest
yes, it is.
conceptual album ever made is Operation Mindcrime
Ah,
from
Thank you,
Queensryche.
Tim. Thank you. I agree with you.
you're incorrect.
Me and
No,
Metal Mike
no,
Tyler
not in
agree
my
with
world,
you.
I'm not.
You're incorrect, sir. Your world is incorrect.
I have it right above me.
You're
Oh, I
outvoted,
have it.
Jerry. You're 3-2 here.
No.
But first time I heard that album, I was just whoa. And the story behind it and the musicianship and it just blew my mind. And it still blows my mind today. I'm still not tired of listening to it. I can listen to it every day for the rest of my life, and I probably will, you know, but it's just amazing, amazing stuff.
In a
And
couple
yeah,
weeks.
my
Yeah.
number one album that impacted me growing up.
Yep. In a couple weeks, I'm hopefully going to see Jeff Tate play that whole album live.
Nice.
Now they're milking the shit out of it. But back when it was released, I mean, who was Queensryche? They were coming off Rage for Order, which didn't really do well sales wise. It was a great album, don't get me wrong.
Dude, they headlined that tour with Suicidal opening up for them. So
But yeah, that's because I would be so remiss if I didn't mention that album. It wouldn't even be funny. So you can
Absolutely
have your Pink
brilliant.
Floyd, Jerry. I'll take my Queensryche. Thank you very much.
Sounds good.
Jerry, what is your number one?
Again, even though Physical Graffiti is my favorite album of all time, it was Led Zeppelin 4 that got me into rock and roll, man. Seriously. Heavy, hard rock and roll, let's just say. Man, I mean, talk about wearing a vinyl record out. Dude, I wore that fucker out, man. It was warped, scratched. It still played, though, miraculously. It never really, well, I think Battle of Evermore had a little skip on it, but other than that, it lasted a long time.
did you put a penny on your needle?
Nope.
Okay.
But it did kind of go a little bit towards the end, but when it's warped, it does that. But I mean, the songs, speak for themselves, man. I mean,
Oh,
fuck, dude.
Black Misty Mountain Hop and
Yeah. Going to California, Four
Going to
Sticks, just
California, yeah.
loaded.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's the whole album is classic, start to finish.
I just love opening the gatefold and you see the lyrics for Stairway on there with that old man sitting there. It's just, man, dude. Ah,
I used to have the
still,
tapestry with that
yeah.
black tapestry. Really cool.
I mean,
But the
total
music
badassery, man.
master.
Yeah. It
I
was
was
that
love
and that picture of Jimmy Page holding the bow in my music class. I'm like, dude, this is my
wasn't on
band,
four,
man.
but I love that line from
They
Zeppelin.
still are my favorite rock and roll band of all time. So, Zeppelin 4
Great album. Mark, what is your number one?
or
Well, I
Zoso,
guess
whatever it's called.
78, when I said I got into Foreigner Double Vision, I got into this band first. The Beatles. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Rush and the Beatles are tied first. Sometimes it's the Beatles, sometimes it's Rush. I can't decide sometimes, but that album, Sergeant Pepper's, was like amazing for me. The Benefit Mr. Kite, the title track, Lovely Rita, Day in the Life, the greatest rock and roll song of all time, to me, is like, God damn, what a perfect album. I love it, except for, what's that song I hate by George Harrison?
Within You,
Within
Without You.
Without You. That's the only song that ruins the album. That's why Rush kind of takes the spot once in a while because of that fucking song. That song fucking sucks. I hate that fucking Indian shit. I am not being racist. I don't like the sitar. But that's it. The Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
All righty. My number one, the first album that I ever remember listening to. And if you've seen any of these shows, you know what it is.
Kiss Destroyer.
It was this album. I mean, from the album cover that was just like, what is
Yeah.
this? And then the intro to Detroit Rock City and the car crash and the creepiness of God of Thunder and just so many great songs
I
on this.
love that album. It's a good
This
album.
is another one that it's not even in my, I don't even think this is in my top 10 Kiss albums anymore because there's
Yeah.
just so many other albums that have eclipsed it for me. But just this album is probably the most important album of my entire life. It's what got me into music, and I would not be sitting here if it weren't for this album.
Sweet
And
Pain.
one of my favorite songs on
That
the
will
album that
drive
no one
me
ever talks about,
insane.
Sweet
Love that
Pain.
song.
Not me.
Amazing song. Easily my favorite song on side two, right up there with Do You Love Me.
Yeah.
Just
I
phenomenal
love Do You
stuff.
Love Me. That's a
Great
great
stuff.
song.
The version on Unplugged is amazing of Do You Love Me.
I'm
Love
not a
that
huge
version.
Kiss fan, but that album is amazing. I like it.
Brilliant album. All right, so that is our list. Thank you guys
Cool
for
list.
letting me pick a quick topic here this evening. That was fun, just coming up with some off the cuff albums.
Yes.
Getting to talk about some great stuff and one album that Jerry hates. Yeah, no, I will
It
throw
was
it back
fun,
to
yeah,
our.
for a pop-up. I might
Yeah.
steal your idea and do it on a future show myself.
That
So
would be, hey,
Yeah, do it,
pop-up
man.
right
pop-up
ahead.
show.
I like to get more content on BS because we are lacking content. We do more shit on freeform, and BS needs more love. I'm just saying that. So I'm available more on Tuesdays now. So we can do shit
I will
whenever
not
we're
be so.
available. Whenever we're available, come up with shit, man. Pop up BS rules. But we'll get to Freeform Rock Podcast on Friday. We do a crappy album called Celtic Frost, whatever that album is
Boo.
called.
Which one?
Yeah,
Cold Lake?
Cold Lake,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, that is a crappy album from a
It's
great
a
band.
crappy album. But just get on there. We got Eric Armsby Jordan and Travis Parada. Yeah, yeah, that album was horrible. But what do you guys got going on Heavy Water, man?
Go
We
for
just
it,
had
Joe.
Pieces of Eight come out this past weekend. If you didn't watch that yet, check it out. I think Jerry mentioned this a week or two ago. We're just because we're getting busy and we want to stretch things out a little bit, we're cutting back to one episode every other week. So we got some really cool stuff coming up. We're getting to a really interesting period in Stickstory, if you want to call it that.
Sticks
History.
Um,
That's a Kiss.
where we're gonna
Reboot.
have like a bunch of interesting stuff going on, and we're going to start having some solo albums popping up pretty soon, and it's going to be a fun time here. We got a lot
I
of
think so.
content coming
Make
up
sure I'm
soon.
on Ambition. I love that album.
Yeah, we got to start getting some more guests. People, show up. Let us know. Hop on.
Yeah.
We love having people. We
I
love
saw
talking to people.
Tommy open up for Rush on Hold Your Fire on the Ambition tour. So
Nice.
there you go. So
Nice.
pretty cool.
But yeah, so we got some cool stuff coming up. Next album we'll be reviewing next weekend is Cornerstone. I have some thoughts. I teased some of my thoughts at the end of the
Yeah.
Pieces of
And
Meat
I agree with
episode
some of those thoughts. Yeah.
about the
Some of those
packaging of the
spots.
album.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, I think the packaging reflects a little bit on what the consistency of the music within.
There's one song on there, spoiler, it's fucking god awful. But we'll get
Let's
to it
just
when
put
it
it
comes
this
out.
way, folks. I have not
It
said
won't be the
almost
first time I hated a Styx song.
I have not said almost anything bad about a Styx anything up to this
Either
point.
have I. Yeah.
That is about to change.
Yeah. Starting to see the cracks in the armor with the band a little bit here in this next album.
So what about Cranium Radio, guys?
Well, I'm not there
That was
yet, but I'm
A
coming
lot
soon.
of fun, man. Did a show tonight. They're having a blast doing it, man. I mean,
Promote your episode. What day are you on? What time do you
I'm
do
on
it?
Tuesday from 5 to 7 Eastern, 4 to 6 Central. I think I'll be going to 3 hours here shortly. Um, we'll see when I get back from Rocklahoma, which I'm going to this weekend. Gonna meet my friend Andy Rodriguez. We're gonna hang out. Bail money's ready to go. We're gonna tear it up, man. We're gonna have a good time.
Just
So,
make
yeah.
sure to give us time for a pop-up BS on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Three Shots Down's kind of on, I wouldn't say hiatus, but we're remodeling it, let's say.
You're closed for remodeling.
Exactly.
Close for
Yeah. But
remodeling.
I think what we're gonna be coming up with is gonna be pretty cool. So got some cool stuff coming up.
Yeah,
Of course,
we
freeform, of course, BS sessions, all that good stuff.
got an after show on Freeform coming up Thursday. Joseph might be there, or Tim might be there. I don't know. But Tim, any final thoughts, man?
No, I got absolutely nothing going on as usual. So that's
Well,
what
you're
you
with
get.
us, so you're
Right.
good. All right, man. Thank you guys for being on here. Love you guys, Jerry. Have a great time at Rocklahoma, and
Thank you.
Be
you
safe.
need
safe.
to take some fucking videos for Freeform.
I may, if I'm depends on where I'm at Thursday, I may just pop up all of a sudden on your BS show. But,
But
you never know.
Hey, you film some of you and Andy hanging out. I want to see that
Yeah,
stuff.
I'll
yeah,
definitely
you
do
need to
that.
put that, and we will put that on Freeform YouTube.
Yeah.
But
You'll probably
you
see my ass once or twice for sure. But
also go check out. I put up some Toto, some Men at Work, and some Christopher Cross videos on the Freeform YouTube. Check that stuff out. It's doing really good. Somebody thanked me. Thank you for this. I really enjoyed it. So get on there. We got the BS sessions on YouTube. Also, we're exclusive on here. Jerry, man, take us out, man.
thank you guys so much. We always appreciate you too. Mark, I appreciate you. Cool shirt, by the way.
I saw that tour.
Yeah,
So did I.
cool.
I was
Y'all
I
be
was
good.
I was fifth row for that tour.
Oh, dang.
I
Be
got
wasn't.
safe, and
I got tickets free the day of the show.
Damn.
I will see you guys. Well, I might see you guys live on this weekend. I don't know, but if I don't, I'll see you next week on our shows. Y'all take care.
All right, are we doing the 60s next week? What are we doing?
Yeah, let's start that, man. Yeah, next
We'll
Thursday.
start the 60s. All right, man. Take it easy, man. Later,
All right,
guys.
later.
Bye.